Duke City. Welcome to the program. That program in question is 2 men on. And
Well, traffic.
a little extra traffic. Bob's really worried about traffic back there. A little extra traffic jam right there. We're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team I-9. You know we always start our days at the YMCA. We do lunches at the 66 Diner Mondays, just like last night when we raged at the Page. Mondays, that's for the boys at Howie's Sports Page, and the weekends, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. Hell of a game last night, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
Man,
Woo.
It's a barn burner. Is that what they call it?
Hey, those first 5 minutes of the game, I was on the edge of my seat.
By the time we got off air, the game was over.
It was over.
It was over.
It was so over. Well, they almost rang up a 40 spot in the first half.
Yes.
Woo.
38.
Woo. And you see immediately Alabama went to social media.
Oh, yeah? I
And
didn't
said,
see that.
if you guys wanted a proper game, where was Alabama at? Just trolling TCU immediately.
I saw Nick Saban in the booth, and the former Georgia player, I can't think of his name, was saying, Georgia's here. They're the new Alabama. And the camera panned over to Nick Saban. He had this look on his face like, nah.
The things he wanted to say.
Nah.
The things he wanted to say.
We give y'all 2, but that's about it.
I think Georgia's the real deal for at least a few more years. They're recruiting like bad dudes.
This NIL stuff, man. I say give the University of Texas a few years, maybe 2, but nobody's touching Georgia. You saw their backups.
Yeah, their backups are just as good, if not better. Their backup is like actually age appropriate. He's not like 40. He's not like 40 years old like Stetson Bennett. He got his AARP card like Stetson Bennett.
I was like, they have a second string of Monstars.
Yes.
That is not fair.
Yes.
That's not fair.
They got 2 whole squads of Monstars. They got a trainer who has to give his quarterback Metamucil an hour before he plays. Stetson, did you put in your dentures before the big game? You know the Werther's originals stick to your dentures, Stetson.
He's so old. He was in there giving them the win one for the Gipper speech,
Yeah.
and all his teammates was like, "Who's the Gipper?
Who is the
What are you
Gipper?
talking about?"
Frank Gifford? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know who that is either. I just heard that name once. I mean, good on TCU for getting there, right? Let's give credit where credit is due. They were big underdogs to Michigan, played a great game, exciting finish. And to be honest, this is what we deserve, right? For 2 amazing semifinal games, both going down the wire, both neck and neck, lead changes, big touchdowns, turnovers. I mean, we had everything you wanted from those semifinal games. So, of course, the championship game is going to be a stinker.
Let's just make the SEC championship the national title game. I fought it for all these years.
Right.
I was one of the people, one of the outsiders that's like, give other teams a chance. Okay, so we've given other teams chances, and you see what happens. This is what happened.
So you get 2 national champions.
You get 1.
Whoever wins the SEC,
Just saying.
And then
Make that the title game.
the one person every 20 years who beats someone from the SEC,
Yeah.
you get to be the platinum champion.
Yeah.
You get an extra trophy
There you go.
if you can beat the SEC.
Because you deserve it.
Yeah.
If you beat those guys, you deserve it.
But still, the pageantry was there. Like, it was a huge game. It was a big deal for everybody. You know, both teams were well represented. I mean, there's a lot more purple in the crowd than I thought there was going to be.
Right.
But then again, it's not like it's a state school or something. I mean, TCU.
Well, plus, I think they had the feeling we might not be here again. So let's just show out. I was like, this may be the first game that they could have dropped the confetti after the first quarter. They could have done that. Just crown them.
Let me count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4,
What are you counting over there?
5,
Uh-oh.
6,
SEC national champions?
7, 8.
Uh-oh.
Since the year 2000,
Okay.
only 8 teams not in the SEC have won the national championship.
And okay, so let me try to guess.
And I'm going to be honest, that's more than I thought.
It doesn't seem like it, huh? I want to say what? Clemson got 2?
Clemson got 2.
Ohio State in there sprinkled.
Ohio State got 2.
Well, that's half of them right there.
There's half. No, excuse me. Ohio State got 1.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
they got 2. They got 02 and 14.
Okay. Is Oklahoma in there? No.
Oklahoma started it in 2000.
Okay, that's 6.
Hasn't been in Oklahoma since 2000.
Okay, that's 6. Oh, it's tough for me. It's tough.
Okay.
I don't. I don't know.
If I give you a hint, it'll be giving it away.
I'm trying to think. USC?
USC is one of them.
Okay, that's 7.
And the last one,
I have no idea. Who is it?
Texas.
Texas. Oh, Vince Young.
Yep, Vince Young year.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, the Vince Young year. So I would have guessed 5 since 2000.
Yeah, I would have got maybe 5. But
that's
those other ones seem so far away. Oklahoma, Texas, and USC. Those 3 seem like they were forever ago.
They were, because they literally were. Oklahoma was 2000.
Yeah.
Texas was 05. USC was 04.
Wow. After that, it was just Clemson.
Clemson and Florida State. Florida State 13. Ohio State 14. Everything else is SEC. It seemed like right in the early 2000s when it took a real big turn to the SEC. It seemed like SEC, ACC, Pac-12, Big Ten were all on a level playing field.
Right.
Through like 80s and 90s.
Yes.
And then 2000, it's like SEC turned into diet NFL.
Mm-hmm.
NFL light. Kirtland signature NFL. So congratulations, Georgia. Congratulations to their social media team, too. Did you see how they trolled TCU with the Hypno-Toad, but they did the Hypno Bulldog instead?
No.
Before the game was over.
Oh. Well, the game was over.
The game was over.
Yeah.
Okay, we all knew what was going on.
They already are odds-on favorite to win it again next year.
Of course they are.
They had this up at like halftime.
Yeah.
You know, it's them, Alabama, whoever else.
Them and Alabama.
That's it.
Whoever wins in between them and Alabama.
I'm curious to see what Alabama's going to do with their quarterback situation.
Hey, and SEC, milk this for a few more years before that Texas oil money takes over.
Oh, yeah. I give them 2 years. I give them 2.
It's coming. Every year, there's going to be a couple good SEC teams, a couple good California teams, and everyone in Texas. Texas is coming for you, college football.
Yes.
Watch out.
Oh, let me see. Did I say that? Okay, I thought I misspoke. They have Georgia odds on to win the national title next year. 2nd seed goes to Ohio State, then Alabama, then Michigan. Get Michigan out of here. Get them out of here.
They beat Ohio State. That's their national championship.
That's it. That's the problem.
They won the national championship.
That's the problem. That's the only game they care
State.
about. That's the only game they care about.
You think Harbaugh's gone anyways?
He's out of there. He's what is he like? 0 for 7, 0 for 6 or something in bowl games.
It's rough.
You have to win the bowl games. Like, yes, you can have a great regular season, but if you don't win it at the end, you're really not earning your money as a coach, as a big-time coach.
The only way Michigan is going to win bowl games if they lose 2 or more games in the regular season.
And they go to the Poland Weed Eater.
Yeah, exactly.
Independence Bowl.
The Gorilla Tape Bowl.
Yeah, they're playing Austin P.
If Michigan has to play a SEC team, Ohio State, in the playoffs every year, they're going to lose
exposed. Yeah, they're going to get exposed. I think Clemson is done, too.
Clemson is done.
Yeah, I think
they got to find another Deshaun Watson. They got to find another Trevor Sunshine Lawrence.
Yeah, the quarterback they had, Ukulele, however you say his name, he wasn't it.
You got it right. Perfect.
He wasn't
Nailed it.
He was just a big guy who they thought was going to be a big, strong quarterback. He just couldn't throw.
Hey, if you want a big, strong dude, get Georgia's backup tight end.
What is he, 6'6"?
Number 6'7". He runs a 4.5 40, and he's bigger than a lineman.
Did you heard what I told you last night? I was like, who is the creative player?
Yes,
Number 0.
Exactly.
He looks just like the guy you get on Madden, and you're like, I'm going to make this dude just unstoppable.
Exactly.
99 everywhere.
Yeah. You see him run a route and catch the ball, and he gets up and he starts dribbling it between his legs. Like, that's LeBron James. I knew it the whole time. That is LeBron James in a Georgia jersey. Got you. Nice try.
Like on Scooby-Doo, he takes his helmet off.
Exactly. LeBron James.
SEC's just going to get better. LSU's getting stronger. Georgia's going to be there. Alabama. Tennessee was good. It's just not fair. What else? What is everyone else playing for?
All right, second place. TCU, besides that embarrassment, has to be happy about their season.
They should have gotten paid extra money for that.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a couple more million for embarrassing you.
Like when you go fight Tyson.
Yeah, exactly.
You get an extra couple million because you know you're going to get your bell rung. I can't remember. When's the last time we talked about TCU?
Football-wise?
LaDainian Tomlinson?
That's it. That was what, early 2000s?
Yeah. So good on them.
Yeah.
You think Dallas's best school would be more relevant in Texas?
Well, that's the problem with Texas. There's so many colleges. And then you have them in order. The order is Texas.
505-246-0610. If you think SMU is the best college in Dallas, you're wrong.
No, they just got the best colors. So in the state of Texas, you have UT, then you have Texas A&M. What, Texas Tech next?
Tech.
Then after that,
Baylor is in the discussion.
Baylor,
TCU's in the discussion. Wait for the rise of the University of Houston. They're coming back. All that.
Their basketball program is, well, they're actually number 1 right now.
Yeah.
I remember when the Cougs, they were putting up 800 yards passing every game.
Andre Ware, baby.
Yeah. Childhood.
That's when I lived there. That was a good time. Football was good, basketball was good, but yeah, all that oil money in Texas, watch out.
It's coming.
Every single school is going to get better and better and better. Watch out for Texas in 2 years. Arch Manning's coming.
Okay, he's going to be on TV every weekend.
Yes.
National TV, not the regional stuff. You're going to see this guy in prime time every week.
He's going to be an absolute star.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to follow him around every step he does. LeBron James-esque. We've mentioned LeBron James twice already. We're 12 minutes into the program. And we haven't even talked about basketball. We got some good news for you for DeMar Hamlin and some bad news for you in the world of Sellies. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
And traffic right now. Things still moving a bit slow westbound on DeSeo, though it does look like it's getting better. But between 2nd Street and the river, you're going to encounter some slowdowns, so watch yourself going through there. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, you're seeing some congestion there. And some slowdowns southbound on Coors as you approach Montano.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
Does your car sound like this? The tow trucks stop you at stoplights and ask you if you need help. Get to Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas during the Start Something New sales event and start driving something cool. You want to be cool, right? MalloyJeep.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home. It's a wild card weekend on the Sports Animal.
Naheem Hines, 96
sports. This Sunday, the Sports Animal has all 3 wild card games. Miami at Buffalo, the Giants at the Vikings, and Baltimore at Cincinnati.
Throws the ball. The ball comes out. Recovered for a touchdown.
Your home for the NFL and the ABQ is 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
With a new year typically comes new resolutions, and those resolutions tend to fade away in weeks. It's Jeff Zimbieta. How about making a resolution that you can actually keep and will make you feel better and look better for a long, long time? Schedule an appointment with New Mail. Guys, New Mail helps with things like depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, New Mail has state-of-the-art options to help. Call New Mail at 505-652-1688 or online at newmail, that's NUMALE.com. Their professionals will walk you through the options, and then you pick what's best for you to regrow hair. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser. It's proven to regrow hair. They offer neograft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Men, ladies, call New Mail at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at newmail.com.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. It looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows. But that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill in the morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
The king of sports talk.
I have not given myself enough credit lately.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. 2 men on 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. What about a miracle comeback is so special? Is it the odds that they have to overcome? Is it the fight? For me, this Damar Hamlin is the most invested I've ever been in the health of a stranger my entire life.
I'm trying to think, have I ever been? The only time I would say was when I was younger and Magic Johnson came out and said he had HIV.
That's a good one.
But this one was way more traumatic because he actually died.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
And we saw it. So there was a difference between seeing Magic at a press conference and then seeing Damar Hamlin being on the field like that.
Less than a week later, Damar Hamlin is released from the hospital.
It's incredible.
Able to go home and be with his friends and family. What? This guy died twice on a football field. His teammates, the whole staff, the whole coaching staff, saw him die right in front of their eyes. And he is off the intubation, got transferred back to Buffalo, evaluated at a hospital in Buffalo, and released to a family. He died, was put on life-saving machines, got off the machines, got to go home to Buffalo,
right?
And then now is released to go home. This is insane.
Wow.
It's remarkable.
In the span of a week.
It is.
Well, he didn't have open heart surgery, so that makes a difference.
A huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To even not have to have that surgery is crazy to me because I thought that was going to be next.
Or any number of other procedures I thought were coming. Like maybe there's something serious going on with his heart. Maybe they stumbled across a fatal condition that he was lucky to have that service for. I'm not hearing any of that.
Yeah, see, that's the next question I had. What was the cause of it?
What was the cause and
Right.
what can he do about it so it doesn't happen again in the future? I got one thing that'll help.
Yes.
Never let it happen again.
Yeah.
I don't
Don't
think
play
he-
football.
Well, that might be hard. I mean, that is his profession.
I think he's okay forever now.
He's
Okay.
done. Yeah.
Unless he
He
wants
can
to
go into
move away from
coaching?
Buffalo to where a bunch of strangers are, he's never buying a meal ever again. He's never
Right.
buying a drink ever again. They're not going to let him pay for groceries at the grocery store ever
Mhm.
again. He is never going to pay for his order at Starbucks ever
Yeah,
again.
he owns that city.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
And the money that he has at his own disposal now to help that community,
Yeah.
help the community he comes from.
This is a career changer. You know, he's probably been thrust into being a full-time philanthropist right now.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
With the money that he's got in the past week, 8 million and counting.
Was that
Wow.
to him or to his
To his foundation.
To his foundation.
Yeah, to his foundation, which gives kids in Pittsburgh, his hometown, and Buffalo, where he lives now, as good a Christmas as you could possibly have.
Well, maybe
and
he can-
congratulations, children of Buffalo and Pittsburgh. You're about to have the greatest Christmas in the history of all
Yes.
Christmases.
Well, maybe he'll expand into educational things.
Yeah.
and, other opportunities like summer camps. for
Whatever
kids.
he attaches his name to, it's going to be successful.
From the text line, what a great Lobos win last night. Hope we play all season like we did last night. We will beat San Diego State on Saturday night. I think you're right.
It was a fun game.
Yeah.
We're going to hit Lobos in the 5 o'clock hour, so stay tuned for that. Did you see that CPR celebration? Steelers linebacker Alex Highsmith.
Yeah.
Is that the most tone-deaf thing you've ever seen in your life?
But we saw two things. We saw that, and then what the Packers player did to the trainer when he came out on the field by pushing him.
Both disgusting.
But the CPR one, come on now.
You have to. I mean, the whole NFL was lit up on social media with thoughts and prayers, and I can't focus on my craft right now. All my attention is, for you, DeMar, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, even linebacker Alex Highsmith said he stopped what he was doing to pray for DeMar Hamlin, and then 6 days later, he gets a sack, or his teammate gets a sack, and then he gives him resuscitative CPR. He was giving him chest compressions on the field for a sack celebration 6 days after DeMar Hamlin was revived from death on a football field. Give me a break.
Well, I'm not trying to give him an out or anything. If he plays Madden, you see that story. They have a celebration. They have a CPR celebration for a touchdown in Madden.
On Madden?
They finally took it away, I believe today. Yeah, yesterday.
Okay.
So they took it off the programming on Madden because
you can adjust.
So
you can adjust the game online, I'm assuming?
No, the Madden just took it off.
So in the future, there will not be.
You can't.
Okay, so still
So
this season's Madden and season before.
Yeah. So if you're playing it online, that's not one of the celebrations.
Oh
So
my
if
God.
it's encoded in the game, so if you don't play it online like most people do, you'll still have it. So they have a shot here. I'm looking at TMZ Sports. Buffalo Bills players doing the CPR celebration on Madden in the end zone.
Oh, that's ugly.
I know,
but it hurts my heart.
But I think what happened was EA Sports didn't really think about it until Alex Highsmith did what he did in Pittsburgh.
Oh, and they just snapped. They're like, oh, that's one of our celebrations.
Yes.
Crap.
Yes.
Get me the IT guy now.
Yeah. So
get me anyone in glasses now.
So now when you do the update to Madden, it's taking that off.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. They should have done that immediately though.
Maybe someone just didn't catch it.
They
I mean,
didn't
how
catch
many
it.
celebrations do they have?
It's
got
not
them
like
all-
the old school when you only had like 4 of them.
Yeah. That's I could not believe my eyes when I saw him doing that. I was like, your brother in arms died on the field 6 days ago.
Is he one of these players that had
all-
one of his T-shirts on earlier?
100%.
Oh, come on, man.
All that stuff.
Fine. You see a fine coming? Goodell going to hit those pockets?
Man, I don't know if that's fine worthy.
I think it is, man. It's all about the optics. If this is a story that we're talking about, he's got to do something.
I don't know, but if it's a fine, it's got to come out in the next 24 hours.
And it's going to be toward Damar Hamlin's charity. That's what you have to do.
He's got to get ahead of this, right?
Yeah, that's what he should be doing instead of just apologizing.
$33,333 donation.
33 cents. Don't forget the 33 cents.
33 cents with the repeating bar 0.33333333. I mean, it's one of the least empathetic things I've ever seen on a football field, and that is hard to top because it is a football field.
Yes. It was less than a week ago. What are y'all doing?
I would have liked to have seen one of his teammates bang into him.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
him.
You know, I didn't do enough research, but I guarantee you there are sideline videos of his teammates like, what the hell, man?
Well,
what are you doing?
Not even his teammates. He's got probably one of the most respected coaches in the game. Mike Tomlin probably gave it to him.
Mike was Oh, he definitely gave it to him later.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Can he?
Like,
can
Damar
he fine him?
Hamlin is from Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Can Mike fine him?
They can
Does
do a
he have
team finding.
Oh, you do a team.
Yeah.
there
By
you
the
go.
way, I am so
In-house.
sorry, Bob.
That's okay.
I mean, you've been hearing Robert Buck D. Gibson's voice, and I'm sure, as you know, he produces this show.
Usually.
Usually Tuesday through Friday. But also, we have a guest producer here today, taking the load off of Robert
Ta-da.
for one shift, Bob Wolpo.
Thank you.
How's your New Year going?
So far, so good. It's not over yet. I am the eternal optimistic pessimist.
Oh, okay.
Oh, please explain this.
That's so you're right in the middle. Okay.
No, that's where you hope for the best and plan for the worst.
Ah,
I like it. Yeah. You'd make a
Insurance salesman.
okay. I like your angle there.
That's hilarious.
I'd like to check out your rates.
I don't do it.
All right, when we get back, Carlos Correa talk. What an adventure this guy has
goodness.
been on. This poor human being.
He's anything but poor. Trust me.
Oh, well, that's for sure. He don't need another dollar the rest of his life, but he's got to get paid for his services. 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save big store-wide at the Truckload event at Lowe's, happening now. For a limited time, get up to 50% off select tools and accessories. Shop the event in-store or online today. Valid 12/29 through 1/25 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
All right, traffic right now. We got a couple of slow spots. We'll start with westbound on Paseo. You're going to run into slowdowns right around Jefferson. Those are going to last until Coors. I-25 headed south this afternoon between Osuna and Montgomery. We've got congestion there. Also seeing some slowdowns now westbound on I-40 between 2nd Street and Rio Grande.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. Locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home.
The last Monday Night Football game of the season is going to be a doozy.
Play fake, a boot to the left, wide open. Dalton Schultz on the left side walks into the end zone.
As Dak and Dallas are on the road to face Tom Brady and his Buccaneers in Tampa.
Brady goes toward Evans, toward the end zone. Evans makes the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Fire the cannons. Fire them.
Your home for the NFL and the ABQ is 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text JUDGE to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text JUDGE to 321-321. That's JUDGE to 321-321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Did you know that Indigo Mortgage has had the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage, and proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application taker like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on your mortgage. And as always, be sure to include your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage, NMLS 23-1962 and 188-348.
I miss my baby. Someone stole my baby. By the way, my baby is my landscaping truck that was literally stolen from a job site. Baby, won't you please come home?
Owning a small business isn't always as lovely as it sounds, but with 30-plus customizable coverage options, Progressive Commercial keeps your business humming along. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
I love my sweetheart. By the way, that's my riding lawnmower.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage and discounts not available for all vehicles or states. Policy terms and conditions apply.
Shop limited time deals at the Truckload event at Lowe's, happening now. Save big on your favorites across the store. During this event, get up to 50% off select tools and accessories. Plus, find the perfect floor tile for your home for less. Get up to 50% off select styles while you can. Head to your local Lowe's store or visit Lowes.com to shop the Truckload event today. Valid 12/29 through 1/25 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowes.com for details. Discount taken at time of purchase.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. We see it every day. People hurt in car wrecks being misled by the insurance companies in order to minimize the amount of money they have to pay. When the insurance company tells you you don't need an attorney, that's when you know you need an attorney. Want a fair settlement? Don't attempt to deal with the insurance company on your own. Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and keep you out of the courtroom.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
The only part of your morning that doesn't suck. The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. 2 men on, 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. As always, we are live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy mobile studio. We're powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team I-9. Start our days at the YMCA. We do lunch at the 66 Diner. Mondays, that's for the boys, Howie's Sports Page. And the weekends, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. Before we get into how unfortunate this Carlos Correa story is, I want to say how unfortunate it is in both of our fantasy leagues for the 2 Men On show that we had like these little gift bags and prizes and stuff to give away. Because we got the show, we have 2 fantasy leagues, one for, industry friends of the show and one for listener friends of the show.
Right.
And, we got like a little t-shirt, gift card, ticket pack grab bag to give away to each of them. but we're going to have to drop down a level or two because I won the industry league. No, other way around. You won the industry league, Robert, and I won the friend of the show league.
Yeah.
So technically we don't have to give away anything.
That's how you save money.
I feel like Willy Wonka right now. I got this magical adventure set up. It's going to be the best prize you've ever gotten. And you get nothing. Jessica, I'll figure out what to do. We'll probably go next person down. It's complicated in the friend of the show league, which my team, Pure Vandemonium, was the champion. I mean, I won that thing wire to wire.
Yeah.
Except for probably the worst collapse in the history of sports. Friend of the show, Chad, whose nickname was very clever, TDs and beer.
Mm-hmm.
Say that faster,
Yeah.
you'll get the joke.
Yeah.
He went a wildly impressive at the time 14-0.
He looked like he was running away with it. It's
Yes.
like, what are we doing here?
Outscoring everybody, and it wasn't even close. 14-0 during the regular season. Loses his next 2 games to go from undefeated to 4th place in the biggest collapse in the history of fantasy football. And I loved every second of it. Chad, you get nothing. And now I don't know what to do here to crown a non-me champion, because
there's no such thing.
Hold on.
Okay.
The second place team hasn't changed their lineup since 18, 17, 16, 14, 15, 13, since week 12.
What?
They still got Elijah Mitchell in since week 12. And this team with 1 player short was good enough to make the playoffs and good enough to make it all the way to the championship game with Elijah Mitchell getting 0 points
the whole time.
Yeah. And his flex was Chase Edmonds. So I think this is what we should do. This is what we should do here. The actual winner would be the 3rd place, and I'll reach out to you later if you're not listening right now. The Gorilla Cookies. Because I guess since 1 player gave up and didn't change his lineup, I'm kicking you out. And I can't give the prize to myself. That's collusion.
Right.
Bob, put your hands down. You can't have anything. So I guess our champion is Steven in the Gorilla Cookies. Congratulations, Steven. And then in the Industry League, Burke's finest, by the way, the Albuquerque I'm So Brokes. Legendary name. What did you do? You went.
I was horrible at the beginning.
You just snuck in, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you go from like 6th to 1st?
Yeah.
So we can't give it to you. So I guess the person you beat in the fantasy finals, Albuquerque Journal's Jeff Grammer, is technically our champion.
Stop.
Because I can't give you a prize either.
Grammar Time. That's the name of his team.
Stop. Grammar Time is also a great name.
And I barely won that with like what? By a point?
Less than a point.
Less than a point.
0.8 of a point.
Yeah.
You won the league by. And the powerhouse all year collapsed in the finals.
Yeah.
Dylan Storm.
He was another one. I was like, he's just going to win this.
Your voice of everything here in Albuquerque. Succumbed to me in the 3rd place game. So there's only 1 non-2-men-on medalist in our league, and it's Albuquerque Journal's Jeff Grammer. Congratulations, Jeff. I'm going to give you a cute little prize pack. Or just take you out for a couple oat sodas. You get to choose. He's already got tickets to everything. He's already
I was going to say, what can you get?
He's already got our merch. He's already, he's got the same access we do to everything, but what's a prize pack to him? I guess we just treat him to dinner. One person who does not need to be treated to dinner is Carlos Correa. He's already made a life-changing, generational wealth amount of money in baseball, but he is losing tens of millions of dollars every week.
Yeah.
Because of his golden ankle. I am desperate to see these x-rays. I'm desperate to see the medical reports on how garbage Carlos Correa's ankle actually is.
It's got to be something like not catastrophic, but they're not willing to go ahead and have him sign the contracts for this reason.
The Giants, I get.
Right.
They don't make long-term investments in people.
Right.
This is the biggest contract in their history. They wanted to do their due diligence. I'm going to butcher his name. Fahid Zaire, probably super wrong. I think it's correct. Doesn't want to make that investment unless he knows that his investment will pay off at the end. I get the Giants part. But Steve Cohen, Moneybag Steve, make it rain Steve, said no. The Giants were right about the ankle.
That's the one that surprised me.
Yeah. Money
I was
doesn't
he's
matter.
There. Yeah, he's there.
Money doesn't matter to that guy. And then they tried to lowball him. The Mr. All the money in the world, Mr. I'll pay whatever it takes for a championship. I ain't going to pay that much because he's scared of the ankle too. And here comes swooping in sloppy thirds.
Right back where you started.
Frat house status. Minnesota Twins coming in with a low ball offer that they accepted.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Minnesota Twins. You eventually got your guy back.
It says
what an adventure.
Well, it says as a vesting option that can max out at $270 million, which is not bad at all.
The original deal was 10 years, $280 million.
Yeah. But
now the guaranteed money is just the first 6 years of the contract.
But
it's still $200 million, Bob.
Yeah.
It's still $200 million.
And
That's
it's
insane.
Still pending a physical.
Yeah. And he's getting,
oh my goodness,
DeMar Hamlin money because he's making $33.33 million every year.
Do you think?
And also, yeah, you brought up a good point.
Yeah, I was gonna, that's the whole thing about, that's the underlying tone of all of this.
Because the Giants missed out on Aaron Judge, missed
Right.
out on some other big names, and got Carlos to come to San Francisco. They
Oh.
thought they had a coup on their hands. They're so excited. And then that didn't work out. Obviously goes to Moneybag Steve Cohen, who literally has the luxury tax named after him, does not care about money whatsoever. Ankle's bad enough that he gets kicked out. And welcome back to Minnesota. How do you think his supermodel wife feels? You go from San Francisco to New York to Minnesota.
Back to Minnesota.
And obviously they could buy their own private plane and
Yeah.
fly wherever they want.
But
It's not what
still-
I'm saying.
But still.
Yeah.
Ask
Aaron Rodgers how bad he's wanted out of the upper Midwest for the past 2 decades. It's a dome, though. I mean, congratulations.
It's a dome.
No, it's retractable, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I
They
think
got
it opens and closes.
Yeah, they got a
Yeah.
retractable. Never mind. Still. How bad is this ankle?
It's got to be. Well, you know,
he's
for not one but 2 big contracts, even though, you know, one's lesser than the other, for them to take it off the table. And then you have this third one where they're still saying physical is pending.
Right.
Usually that doesn't mean anything. When you see those, you see that come across the wire, you don't even pay attention to the physical part. Now, this is the most important part that you're waiting on.
Yeah.
So what happens now if he doesn't pass this physical?
If he doesn't pass this physical, congratulations on your 1-year deal with the Miami Marlins. That's what's going to happen.
You're right.
The Pittsburgh Pirates, like, I'll give you $20 million. Yeah, come play here. I don't care if you have an extra ankle. Come play here. I don't care if the X-ray says you got the friggin' alien from Alien in your ankle. I
Yeah.
don't care. I don't care if a baby alien is going to pop out of your ankle. We want you here in Miami, Carlos. It's bonkers to me that this happened. What is it now? 9 years ago, 2014, I believe the injury was, when he was in
Yeah.
single A rookie ball, and they used the whole power of the organization to fix his ankle, and they're worried about it almost a decade later. It must be awful inside there.
And they can never Well, can they ever disclose what's really wrong?
I would say Carlos's people would block it.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you it comes out.
Yeah, it will.
The medical records might never come out, but the whispers will.
TMZ Sports is all over it.
They're already on it.
They're all about breaking HIPAA laws. They don't care. That's just crazy, though. Just all of this money is hinging on that. If you were Carlos, would you not be frustrated? Or in the back of I would be so frustrated.
Super frustrated.
Y'all know I could play. You see me. You see what I can do.
When he is healthy, he is a MVP candidate every year. He's that good.
Not only that, he's a winner.
Platinum glove.
He's a winner.
Experience winner.
Yeah.
Locker room motivator.
Yeah.
Platinum glove 2 years ago. That's not a golden glove. That's a platinum glove. That's the best glove in baseball. I bet he's looking at like pitchers who've had Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
They got a piece of their butt cheek in their elbow. And he's like, I can't even have a bum ankle.
Yeah.
This guy has some dead guy's knee in his arm. What are you talking about?
You're maxing him out.
Yes. Giving him $40 million a year. Justin Verlander is over 40.
I was about to say, and he's old.
Just came off of Tommy John surgery. He got a piece of butt cheek in his elbow. And they're giving him $43 million a year. And Carlos, who's had 2 great seasons back to back, hasn't shown that he's fragile, can't get a contract. It is hilarious. When we get back, head spokesman, Mr. Everything for your black and yellow, the New Mexico United, going to hit us with some hot takes and breaking news. Mr. David Carl, when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell has $2 grilled chicken burritos that come in 2 bold flavors, Chipotle Ranch and Salsa Verde. They're bursting with grilled chicken and delicious sauces. Get your $2 grilled chicken burrito at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only, while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Tax extra.
Well, traffic right now, things are moving slow in several areas. Westbound Paseo, been talking about this for a while now. But Jefferson to Coors continues to see quite a bit of congestion. Also slow down southbound on I-25. You're going to hit those as you approach Osuna, and they will last until Montgomery. Also seeing more slowdowns now. I-40 headed west this afternoon between the interchange and Rio Grande. North of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. That's looking good in both directions. South of the city, Albuquerque to Los Lunas. No problems in either direction there.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
From Albuquerque to Santa Fe, New Mexicans are switching to Sandia Area. Easy spending and savings accounts that fit your life. Best rate home loans and auto loans, rewarding credit cards, and more. It's all here at Sandia Area. Join us today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without a bank.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Angie. It's easier than ever to get home projects done well. Get started at Angie.com. Hey, Rams fan, it has been a wild year, hasn't it? You've gone from that life of bleep them picks and ripping a Lombardi to becoming the worst defending champion in the sports history, and your genius head coach Sean McVay is still once again on the fence about whether or not he wants to continue there. I'm Jim Rome.
The Jim Rome Show.
Hey, Michigan fan, I hate to say it, but your coach may be trying to bounce for the NFL. Reports once again circulated that Jim Harbaugh might be looking to return to the NFL. The difference this time is the NFL may in fact want Harbaugh back. He may have thought he had that job with the Vikings last year, but somebody is going to hire him this time around. This dude is as good as gone.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The NFL playoffs are here, and the easiest way to get into the action is with FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. New customers get started with $150 in free bets, guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just sign up with promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets, from the money line to point spreads to player props, all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Place your first $5 bet to get $150 in free bets. Win or lose with promo code WIN. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
21 plus in select states. Must be present in select states to wager. First online real money wager only. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbookfanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. For Colorado, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia, West Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. In Arizona, 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. In Connecticut, 1-800-9-WITH-IT. In Indiana, 1-800-522-4700. Wyoming, Kansas, or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. 1-877-770-STOP. Louisiana, 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. 467-369 in New York. TN Redline 1-800-889-9789 in Tennessee.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver," unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
The new year is here. Celebrate at Home Life Furniture. New year? How about a new couch or a new dining room table, or get better sleep on a new mattress? If you shop the big national stores, make a resolution to support New Mexico-owned Home Life Furniture with lower prices and a huge selection, up to 40% off on select items, and 6 years financing with 0 interest on most in-stock furniture. Plus, get fast and easy delivery too. Home Life Furniture at the Cottonwood Mall. It's all you need to make your house a home.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers, because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent. After all, now more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval, 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Come armchair quarterback with the opening drive. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Bob, stop the music. We're up against it late. I need all the David Carl I can get. Mr. Black and Yellow. What's happening, my guy?
Dan, thanks for having me on, man. Happy to be here. How are you?
Oh, doing great. Doing great. New Year's coming in strong. You're a little frustrated with, as you know, I'm selling my house and all the accompaniment that goes along with that. Quite frustrating. The grays are coming in really fast. But besides that, doing great. It's just me and Robert today here with you, David. Big news yesterday. Schedule came out. What you think, brother?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's funny because you get the off season and you're working towards trying to make things great and working towards making next season awesome. And you always feel like you're kind of shooting off into this non-existent distance somewhere. But when you finally get a schedule in front of you, it's like, okay, we have dates. We know where we're going to be and when we're going to be there and when we're going to be playing. And now we have something to aim for. It's exciting.
David, I know you want everyone to come to every single game, but looking at the schedule, give us a couple of games that are not misses that we have to be there.
Robert, they're matches. They're matches. Tell them,
matches.
David, they're matches.
Games, matches. It's fine.
There we go. As long as you're there, all right?
But the home opener is going to be April 15th. We take on San Diego Loyal. That's Landon Donovan's team. That's going to be the one where we start up the home season. But prior to that, if you're in the mood for traveling, maybe over to Carlos Correa's new hometown of Miami. We're going to be taking on Miami FC on March 18th. That's what opens up the regular season. So we'll be on the road for the first 3 weeks, but then we come home on April 15th against San Diego. Got a couple, obviously, the rivalry nights are the ones that everybody's looking for. So at home Sunday, June 3rd, we're taking on El Paso Locomotive FC, which I know you guys love El Paso. That's your favorite.
Losers.
So that's going to be a big one there. And then shortly thereafter, on June 21st, we take on Phoenix Rising. So those are a couple of the big ones. We're in the process right now of putting together our theme nights, what those theme nights are going to be. When's Meow Wolf going to be? When's going to be Pride on the Pitch? All that kind of fun stuff. So we're working on those and excited to get the ball rolling.
So it looks like a really diverse schedule to me. It seems like you're taking on more and new opponents. How is this working out this year?
Yeah, so the league changed it up this year, and actually, I think it's the best format that we've ever had in the USL Championship.
Nice.
So in years past, we would play every Western Conference team. Obviously, we're in the West. Home and away. So we play them once at home, once away. And then that would be it. We'd throw in a couple Eastern Conference teams here and there, pepper them in. But this year they've changed the format where we still play every Western Conference team home and away, which is awesome, the way we should. But then in addition to that, we play every Eastern Conference team home or away, which means we are going to play, for the first time in the history of the league, we're going to play every single USL Championship team this season, which is great. That's that's a great way to determine the best team. Make everybody play everybody. I love that.
I love that too. It's a really good way to assess talent, assess your level of competition. But please tell me we get to beat El Paso twice and we get to beat Colorado Springs twice.
I would love to. I'd love to beat them 3 times if possible. See them in the postseason if they make it that far. Would love the opportunity to beat them thrice.
David, when we get back from commercial break, we're talking about quarterbacks in the playoffs that we trust. And let's start with your quarterback, Jalen Hurts of your Philadelphia Eagles. What is your trust level on his level of play and not only health, David?
Yeah, I was going to say my trust level is hugely dependent on his level of health. I mean, if he's good to go, I trust him more than any quarterback in this league. But the thing is, I don't know the answer to that. You guys saw him play against the Giants this past week, and he was very clearly very hesitant. This is the first time all season that he didn't have a single designed run, with the exception of a QB sneak. So that's a little bit scary. He's not running right now because he wants to keep that shoulder safe, and that is a little scary. So if he's healthy, obviously he's got a week off, so 2 weeks until the next game, then I trust him more than anybody. I mean, maybe Patrick Mahomes might be above that as maybe a passer, but Josh Allen's up on that target list as well. So those are definitely my top 3, but if Jalen's healthy, he's my number 1.
Boom, well done. He's good at this.
Great.
David Carl, Mr. Everything for your Black and Yellow New Mexico United. Where do friends of the show get all their Black and Yellow information, and we're up against it?
NewMexicoUTD.com. Also, we got open tryouts on the 28th of January, so sign up on our website or social media.
Boom. David Carl, New Mexico United. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
When we get back, quarterback playoff trust meter is on. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
Does your car sound like this? The tow trucks stop you at stoplights and ask you if you need help. Get to Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas during the Start Something New sales event and start driving something cool. You want to be cool, right? MalloyJeep.com.
Traffic right now. We are still dealing with those slowdowns westbound on Paseo, and things are moving slow between Jefferson and Coors there, so watch out for that. I-40 headed west this afternoon between the interchange and Coors. We got slowdowns there as well. Seeing more congestion on I-25 headed south this afternoon. You're going to run into that as you approach Osuna. That's going to go all the way down to Comanche. Be careful if you're headed through there.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples helps you start the new year off right with big savings on everything you need for your business. Now, Staples Reward members get $30 back in a Staples Store bonus when they spend $100. Rewards members only. Store bonus redeemable in store only. Offer ends 1/21. Save big at Staples.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. In the long history of historic beatings on the big stage, I'm not sure I've ever seen a curb stomping quite like the one we all witnessed last night. I know personally I have never stood up on my feet and screamed, "Somebody stop this fight," in the middle of the second quarter of a national championship game. I'm screaming, "Somebody pull the dogs off TCU." If ever there was a Rocky IV throw the damn towel moment, that was it. Except it wasn't a moment. It was an entire half of garbage time. A national championship that sadly had more garbage time than actual competitive time. That was begging for a mercy rule that was necessary in the second quarter. It's now Georgia and everybody else. It's now Kirby Smart looking down on the entire sport.
For over 80 years, New Mexicans have been able to rely on one place for the best prices and selection of furniture. American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center, located at I-25 in Comanche. And now is the time if you need any furniture, mattresses, or accessories for your home. American is the place to go. Because right now, during the MLK Savings Event, save up to 20% off or take 36 months to pay. Great quality, fantastic prices. American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center, located at I-25 in Comanche.
You'll never forget your first car. And you certainly will never forget your first car wreck. When this happens to you, you need an attorney who can help you get your car fixed, help you get all the medical attention you need, and help you get all the money you deserve. Don't deal with the insurance companies without an attorney. They have teams of lawyers and adjusters whose sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When you're in a wreck and you need a check, call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
The holidays are gone. It's time to take care of you and your vehicle. It's Jeff Symbieta, and now's the perfect time to call On the Spot Automotive Detailing. They come to you when and where it's convenient, detail your vehicle, inside, outside, under the hood. Your car will look, feel, and smell brand new when they're done. Odds are you're going to have that vehicle for a while. Ask them about ceramic coating applied by hand, starting at $250. It's the best way to protect your paint, and On the Spot offers a lifetime warranty and 10% discount to our military. 505-859-2859 or OTSdetailing.com.
Your home for Super Bowl 57 is K240BL Albuquerque, KNML Albuquerque, a Cumulus media station, the sports animal.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
1 hour in the books, 2 to go. You get us all the way till 7, Albuquerque. You are welcome. Van Nunley, Robert Buck D. Gibson, super producer, Bob Wolpo on the ones and twos. We're going to do a fun little exercise here. By the way, we are live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio, powered by New Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team I-9. I-9 Varsity coming up at 6 o'clock. We'll let you know what the subject is when we figure it out, because it's fresh every show, Bob. I know you like things fresh.
Yes,
we start our days at the YMCA. We do lunch at the 66 Diner. Mondays, that's for the boys at Howie's Sports Page, and the weekends, that's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. All right, we're going to do a fun little enterprise here.
Yeah.
We're going to rank all the playoff quarterbacks by how much we trust them.
Right. And that's 14 quarterbacks.
14 quarterbacks. So this is what I think we should do. We should go through, starting by schedule, and discuss them.
All right.
Starting with the early game and ending with the bye quarterbacks.
All right.
BYE quarterbacks, not BI quarterbacks.
All right.
Okay. Afternoon game.
Got you.
NFL Wild Card Weekend, which is going to be fantastic. You got 2 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday. And our last day covering football at Howie's. We'll be doing the show from there, and then we'll have the game on after. another Monday game in Wild Card Weekend. I'm loving that. So we're going to start Saturday in the afternoon, Seahawks versus 49ers. All right. Geno Smith, in his first year, and everybody thought he was just a Band-Aid quarterback, just shove him in there, lose a bunch of games, we'll figure it out down the road. Turned out to be a dude.
I had them winning 0 games this year.
Yeah, I had like 2.
Maybe 2.
2. Yeah, 2 lucky ones. And here they are, above 500 in the playoffs because my loser Packers and my loser Aaron Rodgers could not get it done. But here they are. They snuck into the playoffs. They have a daunting task going up against the 49ers in that defense. Geno Smith, in his first year as a starting quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, beat franchise legend Russell Wilson's all-time single-season yardage mark. What?
And he's a Pro Bowler.
And he's a Pro Bowler.
Yes.
What is your level of trust? Okay, let's do 1 through 10.
Okay.
And half points can be awarded.
Half points? Okay.
What is your level of trust on Geno Smith?
Seeing that Geno's never even sniffed the playoffs, I'm going to say my level of trust is a 4.
You are a 4.
I'm a 4 with Geno.
You're a 4? Okay, I'm going to go right in the middle.
Okay.
I'm going to go 5. And I'll tell you what, he doesn't turn the ball over a lot. He can scramble. He can extend plays. He can rush if he needs to. I was going to give him a 6, but he's going up against the Niners. So I think this is basically an auto.
That's the reason why I did 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a 5, and I was going to do a 6. All right. He's going up against the 49ers. And rookie sensation, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, not named Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, or Josh Allen, the Rook, Brock Purdy. What is your level of trust in Brock Purdy?
Okay, people are going to get upset at this one.
Okay. We might have the same answer.
Even though, he's shown a lot of good things, 13 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. This is the playoffs. It's a whole different world.
Yep.
And they are playing a divisional opponent, even though they're playing them at home. My level of trust is 0.
Ooh!
And I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because he doesn't have to do anything. He is surrounded by a great defense, a great running back, a great tight end. Debo might be back by then.
Sure.
Ayuk is great. He's not entrusted as, hey, go win this game for me. So I have 0 trust in him because I don't expect for him to do anything or have to do anything.
Okay. I mean, that's a hot take. A rookie who's only played 4 games.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how good your personnel is. You've never been in the lights have never been brighter.
It's the
game
playoffs.
Will never be louder.
Mm-hmm.
But that part I agree with. Your assessment, what I don't agree with, is how much talent he's surrounded by and how he doesn't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So in that situation, I'm going to give Brock Purdy a 6.5.
Oh,
because his weapons are so good.
Okay.
And the game will never be put on his shoulders whatsoever.
So we view the same thing differently.
Exactly.
Got you.
Yeah. For the exact same reason, but for a different outcome.
Got you.
Because he's just so loaded around him. He doesn't have to do anything. So for that reason, I'm going to give him a 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a 4 for Geno, 0 for Brock. I got 5 for Geno, 6.5 for Brock.
Got you.
All right. Here's your boy. The night game on Wild Card Weekend Saturday.
I think this is going to be the best game of the entire weekend.
Your Chargers visit my Jaguars.
Yeah.
Mine. Totally not Vern K's. Totally my Jaguars. We'll go with the visiting team first, and I'll let you go first. You sell me on why you trust Justin Herbert.
Well, first of all, he only played maybe 2 games with his starting receiving core the entire season.
When they were all healthy at once.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he got them to 10 wins, something that I didn't even see, throwing to a bunch of Madden 63s. We don't have a running game. Let's be real. The person with the most receptions on our team is the running back, Austin Eckler.
Those dump offs are your runs.
That's it.
Yeah.
So call me a homer. Give me 10. Give me a 10.
You're going all the way to 10.
Give me a 10 for Justin Herbert because he has to. He has to. Without him, that team is nothing. The offensive side is horrible.
You're not wrong.
It's nothing.
You're not wrong.
And I'm putting it as a 10 because as of now, he has his starting receiving core. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's going to play.
Mike Williams is good.
He's good.
Okay. If Mike Williams is good, that's a huge bump.
He's good.
That's a half a point or a point all by himself.
Because he's a 50-50 baller.
Yeah.
Just throw it in his direction. Might catch it majority of the time. So I like that. It's a different offense when you have him, you have Eckler, you have Everett, you have Parham, you have 13, you have Slay, Williams, all those dudes, and Justin Herbert. I got to give him the 10, bro.
Okay.
I got to give him the 10.
Totally
I trust him. I trust him.
Totally not a homer answer at all.
I trust him. That's that defense I don't trust.
Completely objective, neutral opinion coming from a Chargers fan.
Yes, I trust him.
His quarterback's a 10.
Yes.
Okay.
I couldn't
that
give
makes
him
total
a
sense.
11, but a 10.
I might have to drop my trust down a point because you
Just
gave
'cause
him
of
a.
me.
I gotta skew my numbers because your number came in even higher than I thought it was
10.
going to be.
He's got to be the man.
Justin Herbert is got all the talent in the world. He could be a top 5 guy every year his whole career. If all of his weapons truly are healthy, I am going to give him a 7.5. I dropped it down 1/2 of a point because you gave him a 10, and I think that's a little unnecessary.
Can I change mine? Can I change mine?
9.5.
9.
Okay.
9, because he has never been to the playoffs.
Okay.
I got to take that in consideration.
You don't know that. Okay. That's a reasonable answer.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're going to give him a 9, okay. 9 and a 7.5. I think that's legitimate for Justin Herbert. Next, his competition, old Sunshine. Trevor Lawrence going to be playing at home, snuck in the last week in a winner-take-all game, and now they get to host a playoff game. This is huge. From what they were early in the season, and they rallied together, the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence are just going to keep getting better and better. The older he gets and the more he looks like a sexy Easter Island statue, the better the Jaguars are going to be.
Yeah.
The more weapon. I mean, think about next year. He's got Ridley just sitting there.
Oh, just chilling.
Just chilling on ice.
Yeah.
Waiting for you people next year. The Jaguars are coming.
Yeah.
And I want to pick the Jaguars so bad. Oh, my God, I want to pick them so bad. This is going to be my team of the future.
This is a 50-50 game.
I think.
Seriously.
Give me 55-45 Chargers. It's hard to win on the road in the playoffs, but I love me some Sunshine. I'll go first on this one.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have elite weapons, because this is his first playoff game, I am going to go with a 5.5.
Wow.
And this is me being reasonable.
Really?
I'm being reasonable here.
Okay.
But my trust level is 5.5. They haven't been there. Right? If they would have played, if they had half a coach last year, they might have been in the playoffs. They might have been able to cut their teeth and have a little experience coming into this year. But no, Urban Meyer had to ruin everything for everybody last year, and they got to start from scratch this year. They rallied together in the second half of the year, but he is basically a rookie because last year's a wash, in his first playoff game. He doesn't have the weapons that Brock Purdy has. He doesn't have the complete team that Brock Purdy has.
Right.
So as much as I'd like to give my due to 10, like you gave your due to 10, I'm going to be reasonable and go 5.5.
Okay, so I wanted to give put it this way. If he would have played the last game versus the Titans the way he played against the Cowboys, I would have gave him an 8.
Ooh.
But I remember what he looked like in essentially that game, which was a playoff game against Tennessee.
Yeah.
He did not look great. That game, to be honest, they really are lucky to win that game, and it was because of the defense. I was not impressed with him, so I'm going to have to drop him to a 7.
Okay.
But he's still above average. He's still that guy. He's still that dude.
All the talent in the world.
That last month of the season, month and a half, he was on fire.
Yeah.
I just didn't like what I saw against Tennessee
If
at
he
all.
catches fire. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on him
Yeah.
against Tennessee because he looks like Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
Right.
And he was playing the Titans. And he remembered that the Titans used to be really good, and he couldn't handle the pressure.
I just did not like the way he looked in that game. He was not comfortable at all.
You gave Herbert a 9. I gave him a 7.5. You gave Sunshine a 7. I gave him a 5.5. I feel bad that I gave him a 5.5 now that I look at it.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the whole from the season, how they played going into the playoffs. He would have got a little higher, but I just did not like that Tennessee game.
I'm not mad at these numbers so far. When we get back, we break down the Sunday games and our quarterback trust meter rankings. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
We're taking a look at traffic right now. Westbound on I-40, you're going to run into congestion as you approach the interchange. That's going to last until 4. So watch yourself going through there this afternoon. I-25 headed south, Osuna to Comanche. That's a slow go. Also congestion westbound Paseo between I-25 and Coors. Think about your pets on those cold winter nights. Clark's Pet Emporium does with supplies like custom dog houses, heated water bowls and beds, and a huge selection of coats and sweaters. Clark's Pet Emporium on Lomas, west of San Mateo, Manoa at Juan Tabo, and at clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home. It's a wild card weekend on the Sports Animal.
Naheem Hines, 96 yards!
This Sunday, the Sports Animal has all 3 wild card games. Miami at Buffalo, the Giants at the Vikings, and Baltimore at Cincinnati.
Throws the ball. The ball comes out. Recovered for a touchdown.
Your home for the NFL and the ABQ is 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Today on Hey Culligan, reverse to reduce. Here's Bob.
Hey Culligan, I love fresh water, but I got plastic bottles coming out.
Whoa, Bob, you are not kidding about the bottles. But did you know Culligan's reverse osmosis and always-on drinking water systems provide fresh, clean, delicious drinking water and help reduce the equivalent of over 15 billion plastic bottles from landfills worldwide?
Holy fresh, environmentally friendly drinking water. Am I right?
Right, Bob. And we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Guys, are you getting up multiple times a night to use the bathroom? As we get older, so do our prostates, and that can mean urinary problems that affect our sleep and quality of life. Life is better outside the bathroom. Real Health's Prostate Complete can help you relieve those annoying and painful prostate symptoms. Available at Walmart or visit realhealth.com for more information and to order yours today. Try it risk-free with our 120-day money-back guarantee. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease.
For over 80 years, New Mexicans have been able to rely on one place for the best prices and selection of furniture. American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center, located at I-25 in Comanche. And now is the time if you need any furniture, mattresses, or accessories for your home. American is the place to go. Because right now, during the MLK Savings Event, save up to 20% off or take 36 months to pay. Great quality, fantastic prices. American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center, located at I-25 in Comanche.
Take us with you. In your car, at work.
Why does it say pepper jam when there is no pepper jam?
In the bedroom. Download the KNML app in the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Just search KNML.
Breaking news. Study finds that drinking energy drinks causes hair loss in men. All right.
What's so crazy?
I'm throwing away all my Red Bulls.
I don't drink them at all.
You never had a caffeine in your life?
Caffeine, yeah, but
like an
energy,
Coke,
yeah,
like
an energy drink, never. I can't do it.
I love Red Bulls.
Can't do it.
Sugar-free Red Bull. I probably have 5 a week, maybe 1 a day during the weekday. They get me amped, and I like I'm a weirdo. I'm one of the weirdos that likes the flavor of Red Bull.
Really?
Yeah, it's delicious. Apparently, it was like based on old Chinese legends of the virility of bull semen. And it's like the recipe is like based off of that original recipe.
Seriously.
So
I
don't know what that says about me and my taste buds.
It says a lot.
In the animal world.
It says a lot.
Okay. I'm going to have to talk about that with my psychiatrist next time. We continue our quarterback. We should have shopped the name a little bit. So it's probably been different every time I've said it.
They get the gist of it.
This is our quarterback trust rankings.
Yeah.
For all the quarterbacks who are left in the playoffs. We did Seahawks, Niners, Chargers, and Jags so far. We're moving on to Sunday morning as the Miami Dolphins travel to face the Buffalo Bills. And it is ever increasingly likely that they have no Tua. So that means somebody's playing quarterback for the Dolphins. Is it
wow?
Is it Bridgewater?
He messed his hand up.
Who is
he had a broken finger. I don't think he's playing either.
Who's going to play quarterback for the Dolphins?
I don't even remember the guy who played.
Are they
this last week?
Are they going to call like Jay Cutler? Like is Jay Cutler? How's your arm?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Jay Feely. I have to legit look up their quarterback chart because Skylar Thompson. Wow.
Okay, can we be less than 0? Okay, we can't have negative points. Actually, I got to change your 0 to a 1.
Yeah, for
Brock Purdy, because we can't have zeros or negatives.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we got to judge Skylar Thompson.
Look, he played a whole game this past Sunday. Was it Sunday or Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't score a touchdown.
No, didn't whiff the end zone. He doesn't know what his own end zone smells like.
Now I feel bad about my Purdy number. Because this guy should be the lowest.
This is the one. Right?
Yeah. Can I change my Purdy? Change Purdy to a 3.
Purdy to a 3.
And we can't do 0.
You went 0 to 1 to 3 on Purdy.
So
and Skylar's a 1.
Skylar's a definite 1.
Okay, I got to give Skylar a 1 as well. He might have all the talent in the world. Maybe has big game experience in high school or college.
Right.
Or whatever. But he's the 3rd string quarterback for a team that just scored 9 points.
Right. And they gave him 2 at the end.
Correct.
So it was really 11.
Yeah.
So
my trust is 0, but we didn't say 0 on our scale. So we both give him 1s.
we
right?
give him a 1.
All right. Now for JA, how high of a score are we giving Josh Allen is the question.
Josh, I give him a 9.5.
Okay.
I don't give him the perfect one just because he throws a lot of interceptions in the red zone. He's led the league in interceptions in the red zone, and that's killer during the playoffs.
Right.
Everything else, especially with the emotional high that team is on, yeah, he's there.
I'm not even going to go into my assessment because I think we're the exact same. But I'm going to drop to a 9. I'll give him a 9 out of 10. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember the Chiefs-Bills
Right.
playoff game from last year.
Divisional.
If he can do that, he can do anything. He's got all the trust in the world. I want to say 10, but for the very reason you gave, turnovers. I mean, he's so confident. He's so talented. He's going to try to force some balls in where he shouldn't.
That's where he gets in trouble.
Every once in a while. All right, 2:30 game on Sunday. The New York Giants. I mean, first off, great story. Like, I thought any team that they're going to match up against would demolish them.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily, they're going up against the Vikings. And the Vikings are the only playoff team with a negative point differential. So they are fool's gold. But we're only doing quarterbacks, not the game. What are you get? Daniel Jones, by the way, had a bye week. They gave him the week off, so he's coming in fresh and healthy. What are you giving Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones. Oh, man. I got to look what I gave other people real quick. Let me
There
see.
you go.
Daniel Jones, give him a 2.
Ooh.
It's Daniel Jones.
Ouch. That's rough.
You don't trust him. I don't trust him. Like, put it this way.
And that's what we're doing here.
If they were down and they needed to go the length of the field, not even for a touchdown, but for a field goal, I don't think he could do it. And it's not just him. I'm looking at his receiving core. They are a smash mouth, run the ball team. He actually runs the ball better than he throws it. I don't have the trust in Daniel Jones at all.
You going 2?
2.
Okay. An example you kind of hinted at, if they need one score in the fourth quarter and it's all on his arm, let's say Saquon is hurt or hobbling or something, and it's just him and his O-line
They're
and his
going to stack the
receivers.
box.
Yeah.
They're going to stack. They're going to put it on his
They're
shoulders.
going to put it on
Yeah.
him, and I do not trust him. The Giants, while I think are a very good bet to win the game, luckily they just because of their opponent solely, I don't trust Daniel Jones. I don't trust him that little, though. So I'm going to go 4.
Oh, you're benevolent.
I'm 4. I don't even feel confident giving him 4. But they've won so many games. He has a couple weapons. Yeah, 4. All right. And now who he's going up against is, I think I know both of our answers. The most average quarterback
Yep.
going to get the most average score.
He's got a 5 from me.
Kirk Cousins at home.
He's got a 5.
Right? That's what I thought.
5.
Yeah, like he's
middle of the road.
He's the most 5
right
of all time. He's the most 5 quarterback of all time.
He can either do it or he can mess it up.
Sure. If we're ranking the whole league, he's
Equally.
the most 15.5
Yeah.
that's ever lived in the NFL. So I think right at 5, I might give him an extra half a point because he's at home. I might give him an extra half a point because he's not playing in prime time. We know his record in prime time at night under the lights, not great. So I'm giving him a 5 right in the middle. If we're talking not a primetime game, we're talking at home, 6 tops, but he's a 5. He's the most 5 of all time. I tell you, let's put a pin in it right now.
Okay.
And let's come back and do the last 2 games and our buys. Ravens, Bengals, Cowboys, Bucks coming up when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer.
Sorry.
Tech. This winter, there are new COVID-19 booster shots designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants. If it's been at least 2 months since your primary series or original booster, schedule your updated COVID-19 booster dose at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Well, traffic right now, a lot of slowdowns westbound on I-40. You're going to hit those right around Carlisle, and they're going to last all the way through the Coors, almost to Unser. So watch yourself going through there this afternoon. Southbound I-25, as you approach Osuna, you got congestion there. That lasts until Comanche, and still a lot of slowdowns westbound on Paseo. As you head home that way this afternoon, you're going to encounter slowdowns. As you get off of northbound I-25 onto westbound Paseo, you're going to start to see slowdowns there, and those go all the way down until Coors.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
Does your car sound like this? The tow trucks stop you at stoplights and ask you if you need help. Get to Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas during the Start Something New sales event and start driving something cool. You want to be cool, right? MalloyJeep.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The Big 12 has a strong argument as the best college hoops conference in the nation, and two of those teams face off tonight. Texas Tech is a 7-point underdog at Iowa State, but the BetQL model is eyeing the underdog Red Raiders. BetQL has Texas Tech +7 as a 5-star best bet. They think this number should be Tech +2.5. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
With a new year typically comes new resolutions, and those resolutions tend to fade away in weeks. It's Jeff Symbieta. How about making a resolution that you can actually keep and will make you feel better and look better for a long, long time? Schedule an appointment with NuMail. Guys, NuMail helps with things like depression, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction. And for men and ladies who are dealing with hair loss, NuMail has state-of-the-art options to help. Call NuMail at 505-652-1688 or online at NuMail, that's NuMaile.com. Their professionals will walk you through the options, and then you pick what's best for you to regrow hair. Platelet-rich plasma hair therapy that uses your own platelets to stimulate stem cells deep in your hair follicle to stop hair loss and regrow hair. FDA-cleared clinical hair restoration laser. It's proven to regrow hair. They offer neograft hair transplants, which produce natural-looking results in less than a week with no linear scarring. Men, ladies, call NuMail at 505-652-1688, 505-652-1688, or online at NuMail.com.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. It looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Retired or retiring soon? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have a plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan can take advantage of market gains but protect you from market losses. Discover how to do all three with a free consultation at 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
I never write reviews, but Navage is so amazing, I had to leave one. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how Navage works. That's a review from Carrie, and it's one of over 100,000 online testimonials praising Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I've talked about flushing out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. How Navage's powered suction can help you breathe better, and how your nose is the body's air filter, and Navage will clean it out. But don't take my word for it. What do people like Chad say, who wrote, Navage has helped clear out my nasal passages every single night. My wife says my snoring has gone way down. Snorefest be gone, unquote. Navage is the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million customers to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, Navage, Clean nose, healthy life.
When your business information is missing or inconsistent across the internet, search engines won't find you, and customers won't either. Help ensure customers see you and not your competitors. Boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
Tune in to Chop It Up with Vern Kay, where he chops it up about professional and local sports with all the hot takes. Chop It Up with Vern Kay. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 on the Sports Animal.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. I told you that we were going to talk Lobos at 5:30, but we're going to bump that a segment or two because we're just having so much fun here with our quarterback trust rankings.
Right.
And we're moving on to Sunday night's game as the Ravens travel to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals, who the Bengals just thumped them.
Right.
Just thumped them. Is Lamar Jackson going to play?
Doesn't matter. You can't miss the time and the amount of time on the field that he's missed and just pop up for the playoffs and think it's going to be a plug-in and we're gonna be great.
Lamar Jackson does have a rich history of being Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the question. Is he playing or is it Lamar Jackson lights? No, let me put this back. This is really like the Jackson 5. It's Lamar's Michael.
Okay.
And the rest of those quarterbacks are Tito's.
They all got Tito's.
Jermaine's and
okay.
all of them.
You're exactly right.
Marlon. That's the rest of them dudes.
You're exactly right. I mean, Lamar says he's going to play. He says he'll be back. He says he'll be there for his team in the playoffs. But this is a game time decision. Apparently, he hasn't been able to practice, hasn't been able to go. So for the sake of these quarterback rankings, give me one of each. Give me a Lamar and a Huntley.
Okay, Lamar, give me a 6 for Lamar.
I like that.
It would be higher if I knew he wasn't hurt.
Correct.
Huntley.
Yeah.
Let me look at my other rankings.
There you go. There's your other rankings. Somewhere in between Purdy and Jones.
Give me, now he's going Skyler. He's going 1.
He's going to 1?
He's going to 1.
Huntley's a 1?
I've seen him.
Okay, I got.
He's never played in the playoffs.
This is not going to be very exciting radio here, but I'm going to bump both of your numbers by 1.
Okay.
I got Lamar as 7. If Lamar's healthy, he's a 7. He's able to go be full Lamar. He's a 7. Huntley, I'm going to give you 1 more point on top of your 1 for a 2. All right. Now, where does this guy rank in the whole NFL? Joe Burr.
Oh, man. Joe Breezy, 9.5.
I like it.
9.5.
Yeah, I like it.
No games played.
Okay.
He is hot. I know what he did last playoffs. I know the weapons that he has. I love the confidence. 9.5.
I like it a lot. I'm gonna be lame once again. And I'm gonna give the exact same number. 9.5s.
Joe Shiesty.
Did it last year. He's done it all second half of the season. There's no reason not to. The Monday game, which the boys will be at Howie's for slow tear coming out of my eye right now. The last football game, the last Monday football game at Howie's this Monday night season.
To Howie's.
Albuquerque. Dak Prescott.
Oh.
And your Dallas Cowboys travel to Tampa Bay
to
take on the GOAT, Tom Brady. All right, so we're just going to skip over Tom and just put 10s?
I'm not putting Tom less than a 10.
Yep, okay.
He's a 10.
All right, let's do that. Me and you got Tommy 10s.
Yes.
Now let's get to the heart of the matter here.
Oh, man.
Okay. All right. How much, Robert Buck D. Gibson, do you trust Dak Prescott to be your playoff quarterback?
You know what I call Dak? I call him
Kirk Cousins?
Dark Cousins. So he's got to be a 5. He's got to be a 5.
Dak's a 5?
He's a 5 for me, man. He throws too many interceptions. I don't like the way he looked against Washington. He looked horrible. He looked super bad.
Yeah. It was
So
awful.
For me, a 5 is very generous right now.
He's coming in cold.
Right.
He is the first player in NFL history to miss 5 games and lead the league in interceptions.
If it wasn't him, I would have said somebody like Jeff George. That sounds like a Jeff George stat.
100%. Yeah.
But Dak Prescott.
That's a Brett Favre stat.
Yeah. Thank you.
Brett Favre misses 5 games and he leads the league in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a Favrean stat.
Yeah.
Jeff George is like a legit good comp for Dak Prescott.
Yeah. I give him middle of the road.
All right, that's a good answer. I like it. I trust Dak Prescott, and it's not fair because he's going up against some rookies and some quarterbacks that are only in there against injuries. I trust Dak Prescott about as much as front office executives trust Carlos Correa's ankle.
Oh, that's not good then.
I do. No,
that's not good.
It's not. He's thrown an interception almost every game.
Right.
He leads the league in interceptions despite missing 5 games.
What is it, 7 weeks in a row?
Yes, 7 in a row.
And you cannot do that in the playoffs.
Just solely based on his regular season success, I will give him his jersey number.
Oh, the 4.
We got a 5 and a 4 from us for Dak Prescott. I didn't think there's any doubt in my mind going into this thing that Tom Brady would be leading the pack.
Right.
Duh. He's the GOAT. Been there, done that.
That resume.
I don't care if his team has a losing record.
Nope.
He's Tom Brady. Get over yourself, NFL. All right, now we got our bye teams.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going Patty Mahomes,
Mm-hmm.
and we got our dude, hero of David Carl, Mr. Jalen Hurts.
Right.
So let's do Jalen first.
Okay.
What's your trust level for Jalen Hurts?
I'm going to go 7.5.
Smart answer.
Only because I don't know what this injury has done to him. And then, like David said, I saw him play this last game. He really wasn't Jalen Hurts. Maybe it was management. The organization was like, hey, let's just do enough to win this game. You don't have to be Superman. But we'll see. I can't give him more than that. And also, this is his first playoffs.
Right.
7.5. That's pretty high for a potential MVP.
That is a little high. That's a little high, but I mean, except for him missing a few games, he was in the MVP discussion, right?
Right.
MVPs better have some high numbers.
Right.
By the way, at let's see here, 5:26, almost 5:27 p.m., right about the time we're talking about how average Kirk Cousins is, we get a text on the Sports Animal text line.
Somebody was not happy.
Who wishes a pox on our children,
Come
Bob?
on, man.
Can you believe that?
That's kind of harsh.
By the way, which pox? Because some are
Just take your pick. They're all bad.
Well,
chicken is okay.
No, I thought he meant like Tupac. So I'll take that one. I'll take it. My daughters definitely listen to that Pac.
Okay. My daughter also loves Tupac. So yeah. Thank you for the pox, the 2 pox on our children. I'm okay with chicken. Everyone gets chicken.
Everybody.
Small,
No.
not so much.
No.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the
you
bad
don't
one.
want any of the poxes.
By the way, if you were talking about Kirk Cousins and you are a Vikings fan, you
Yeah.
have all the evidence in the world that
Uh,
you should be agreeing with us.
Right.
All right. So Jalen Hurts.
What did
I
you
am
give
going to
him?
go a little bit less than you.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All things being equal,
Okay.
if I knew he was completely healthy, I would do 7.5. But there's a little bit of doubt in his health, and he needs his health because the only way you can lead that Eagles offense is you got to run the ball.
So
Jalen Hurts
not giving-
has to run the ball.
You're not putting much stock in that extra week that he gets.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. So I'm going to do 6.5, which
okay.
is still pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's his first playoff game. Still pretty good. All right. Now, how close can we get to Tom Brady with Patrick Mahomes here? The last one that we have to rank.
I got to give him what I gave Joe Shiesty, 9.5.
You're exactly right.
He can get a little reckless with the ball, but come on now. That's being nitpicky with him.
Okay. So we're going to do our rankings I'll tell you what, let's finish off the rankings when we get back. We got them rated during the commercial break. I will complete the rankings, and we'll even put them in tiers for you, Albuquerque. You're listening to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
Claire.
Bell has $2 grilled chicken burritos that come in 2 bold flavors, Chipotle Ranch and Salsa Verde. They're bursting with grilled chicken and delicious sauces. Get your $2 grilled chicken burrito at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only, while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Tax extra.
Well, traffic right now, a lot of slowdowns westbound on I-40. You're going to hit those right around Carlisle, and they're going to last all the way through the Coors, almost to Unser. So watch yourself going through there this afternoon. Southbound I-25, as you approach Osuna, you got congestion there. That lasts until Comanche, and still a lot of slowdowns westbound on Paseo. As you head home that way this afternoon, you're going to encounter slowdowns. As you get off of northbound I-25 onto westbound Paseo, you're going to start to see slowdowns there, and those go all the way down until Coors. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by TaxSlayer. Start filing for free today at TaxSlayer.com. Black Monday came and went in the NFL. Of the Broncos, Colts, Texans, Cardinals, and Panthers, I believe Carolina is the most appealing. The defense is young and very good. On offense, the team boasts a good line, a playmaker at wide receiver, and a robust run game. Yes, you need a quarterback, but I would take a clean slate over Russell Wilson and his bloated contract any day. I'm Maggie Gray.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home. It's a wild card weekend on the Sports Animal.
Gonna throw back inside. Ball is caught. Touchdown! Seahawks!
Saturday at 2. Geno Smith and the Seahawks head to San Francisco to face Mr. Irrelevant and the 49ers.
It is Kittle. Touchdown! San Francisco!
Your home for the NFL and the ABQ is 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some Nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows. But that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill in the morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
You're about to experience the impressive performance of the new Acura MDX Type S. With a powerful turbo V6 engine with 355 horsepower. It has room for the driver and 6 passengers. Also, it's perfect for your family. The new Acura MDX Type S. Acura. Precision crafted performance.
Test drive your new Acura today at Montano Acura, west off I-25 in Albuquerque.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some Nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows. But that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill in the morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill, 24 hours, zero heartburn. with Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
An old radiant heat system is more likely to give out, and it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers boiler inspections and tune-ups. They specialize in repair, replacements, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions to keep your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
There's only one Rogue, and there's only one home for Rogue.
But I can't control what some of these people say.
95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. You're listening to Two Men On. We are live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We're powered by Mexico Pinon Coffee. We play on Team I-9. By the way, the I-9 varsity is going to be bumped to 6:30 as we'll be talking Lobos when we get back. This quarterback trust experiment was more fun and more poignant than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So it lasted a little longer than expected. We're going to wrap it up right here and give you all of our results. So Lobos coming up next, and then the I-9 varsity. It's the I-9 varsity of people I trust.
Good one.
We've been talking so much trust.
Yeah.
We're doing the I-9 varsity of people I trust. All right. So no doubt. We going top to bottom or bottom to top?
No, we got to go bottom to top.
Bottom to top. Here we go. In the bottom tier, and it's no surprise that the third string quarterback for a team that just scored 9 points with their playoff lives on the line, we each gave one single solitary point to Skylar Thompson. He is in 14th place. Thanks for showing up, brother.
And that's of the Miami Dolphins, if you didn't know.
Correct. The Miami Dolphins third string quarterback. If you can't Google as fast as we can correct ourselves. So next we have, I got my numbers out of the order already. Anyways, okay. Coming in at 13th, most trusted quarterback in this NFL playoffs, Dan Jones.
I like that.
We got Dan Jones with a total score of 6 in between us two.
Okay.
In 13th place. In 12th place, we got another rookie who our scores were wildly different.
Okay.
You went from a 0 to a 1 to a 3, and I gave him a 6.5 based on the strength of his weapons.
Okay.
Brock Purdy is the 12th most trusted quarterback in this year's playoffs.
Okay. I see a theme here.
And this is my favorite coincidence of this whole list.
What's that?
How accurate these next two are. So tied for 10th place of the most trusted quarterbacks in this NFL playoffs, we have Geno Smith and Dak Prescott.
Oh, there are some Cowboy fans very upset.
Livid. 505-246-0610. Do you think Dak Prescott is better than Geno Smith? We think they're the same player.
Don't
apparently.
make me pull these numbers out.
Okay, that's coming in tied for 10th place.
Okay.
Creeping up in 9th, which is almost right in the middle.
Okay.
But this is in the middle of playoff teams, not just all the NFL. With the even score of 10, and we both gave him 5s, the most average quarterback in the history of the NFL, Kirk Cousins, is the 9th most trusted quarterback.
With actually arguably the best weapon at wide receiver. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. Coming in 8th, and this one is kind of insulting to Kirk Cousins because this is going to be his first playoff game. But we have him 2.5 points higher in the trust meter. Trevor Sunshine Lawrence is 2.5 points higher than Kirk Cousins.
And he is 23 years old.
He's 23 years old. He can't rent a car in Texas. That's how old he is. Coming in next, in 7th place, just a small half point ahead of Trevor Sunshine Lawrence. This is mostly due to injury issues, but we got Lamar Jackson, 7th most trusted quarterback entering these playoffs.
And he's only 25.
Only 25. He's got a lot of chances.
Right.
He is still younger than Stetson Bennett.
Yes, he is.
Let's count the quarterbacks who are younger than Stetson Bennett. Brock Purdy.
Yep.
Check. Justin Herbert. Check.
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine.
Yep.
Check. Skyler. Honestly, I do not know.
You don't know anything.
How old is Skylar Thompson?
He has to be young with a name like Skyler.
Lamar Jackson. Check.
25.
Joe Burr. Check.
26.
Jalen Hurts. Check.
Oh, yeah, he's young.
6 quarterbacks in the playoffs are younger than national champion Stetson Bennett. Okay, now here's our elite group.
There we go.
This is where it gets really good. Okay, we had Lamar Jackson and his injuries coming in 7th. Here's the top 6. In 6th place, the most trusted quarterback in this NFL playoffs is one Jalen Hurts. I think
he's in the injury kind of knocked him down a little bit.
Yep. Him and Lamar be ranked a little higher if it wasn't for the injuries. Okay. Next, in the 5th place for most trusted quarterbacks in this NFL playoffs, your guy.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert.
It's perfect.
And I think that ended up perfect, right?
Perfect.
That ended up perfect. Justin Herbert's the 5th most trusted quarterback in this NFL playoffs. And then we're creeping up to the big dogs here. This is the elite of the elite. 4th place, Josh Allen. And I think it's just from his gunslinger mentality that it's not a 3-way tie for 2nd or a 4-way tie for 1st.
Yes.
So we got Josh Allen and his Buffalo Bills, the team of destiny, the 4th most trusted quarterback in these playoffs. And these two right here, if they weren't going up against the GOAT, I think these two are easily 1A and 1B with a near perfect score. We both gave them 9.5s. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes tied for the 2nd most trusted quarterback in this year's playoffs. And drum roll, please, Bob. The answer is duh. Of course, Tom Brady is a 10.
The GOAT.
As long as he's not playing Eli Manning, he is the most trustworthy quarterback in the history of the NFL. I don't care if he's got a losing record. He's a 10. We both gave him 10s.
Yes.
And that is the right answer.
That's the answer.
And if you don't believe me, 505-246-0610. Tell me why that you wouldn't trust the GOAT. And tell me why you think we got some of these wrong, because I think we ended up nailing it.
It was dead on.
Absolutely dead on. 2 good hours in the books. We're talking Lobo basketball when we get back. 6:30. We got the I-9 varsity of people I trust.
Yeah.
Bob, you want to participate?
I don't trust myself to participate.
Good answer. That's smart. You don't trust yourself enough to participate. So I'm going to trust Bob. Bob's going to be one of my answers.
There we go.
I trust Bob because he doesn't trust himself. One more hour of 2 Men On when we get back. You're listening to 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
That's why you feel my swag. Go ahead, girl. Give it to me, baby. 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 Go, go. 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 Give it to me, baby. We off the chain.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
We're taking a look at traffic right now. Westbound on I-40, you're going to run into congestion as you approach the interchange. That's going to last until Coors. Watch yourself going through there this afternoon. I-25 headed south, Osuna to Comanche. That's a slow go. Also congestion westbound Paseo between I-25 and Coors.
This report is brought to you by Ski Santa Fe. Ski Santa Fe is the launching point for an experience you won't forget, with a variety of runs for everybody. Take the short drive to ski and ride the freshly groomed snow and enjoy live music every weekend. Visit skisantafe.com. Plan your trip today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state, locally owned and operated. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Dear Exit Strategy, let's pick the perfect Toyota for our great escape. The Venza brings extraordinary elegance. The RAV4 is up for almost anything. The 4Runner is legendary for durability. And the versatile Corolla Cross goes almost anywhere your heart leads. No matter which vehicle you choose, it's an exit from the ordinary. See you soon, Toyota. Find yours at toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Looking for the best tacos and burritos in New Mexico? Check out Pericos on Isleta and Rio Bravo in the heart of the South Valley. Come in and watch one of 7 TV screens or enjoy the patio with a cold beer or a glass of wine. Let's not forget about the stuffed sopapillas, tamales, fresh guacamole, and salsa. If you like fresh, quality food at great prices, add Perico's new Mexican restaurant to the top of your list. Perico's has been serving and keeping customers satisfied for the past 40 years. With 5 great locations, you're never too far from amazing New Mexican food.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks NyQuil High Blood Pressure for fast, powerful nighttime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. NyQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks NyQuil High Blood Pressure. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
This is KNML AM Albuquerque, a Cumulus media station. Your exclusive home for Super Bowl 57 is the Sports Animal.
Now betting for the Sports Animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Oh, here we go. That's how we start the last hour there, Bob. DJ Wolpo on the 1s and 2s. Straight killing it. 2 hours in the books, 1 more to go. And now we are talking the pride of the city, the pride of the state, UNM Lobo basketball. Got off their 2-game schneid last night. We were a little busy raging at the page with the Monday Maniacs at Howie Sports page, chopping it up and watching the national championship game. But we did have the Lobo game on also.
Yeah, it was a lot of attention paid to the Lobo game just because the national championship game was such a blowout.
You beat me to it because it wasn't long into the championship game where our attention was completely diverted and we weren't watching the game because it was not worth watching. It was like watching a car wreck, but the car wreck kept happening over and over and over and over again, and not just the super traumatic once that you saw it,
right?
But it kept happening like every 3 or 4 minutes, and each car wreck got progressively worse, and it just became harder and harder to watch because whatever magic spell you're under, you're forced to watch, and you can't divert your eyes. And that car wreck was the TCU defense. Congratulations on being there, though, boys. Still big. Ain't nothing wrong with the silver medal. Congratulations.
So the first thing I saw, the very first thing I noticed when I was watching the Lobo game last night was the created character that Oral Roberts had, 7'5" Connor Vanover.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that out there shooting threes? I was in awe. He looked every bit of 7'5" on TV.
And it's not fair because the Lobos got that light brown court What kind of wood is that, Bobby? That's ash. Is ash
I
a light
have
color of wood?
Well, yeah. I don't trust myself to say.
Okay. I believe it's ash or ash adjacent. And
Yeah, he blended in, bro.
He also just so happens to be ash or ash adjacent.
It's just a jersey floating across.
Exactly. Like, look at this magical jersey just floating up and down the court while this incognito camouflage stick figure just stops and puts up threes from 7.5 foot tall. This guy looked like a stick figure. Like some kid drew a stick figure and like made a wish that his stick figure friend came to life.
And
they're like, there you go, buddy. Go play basketball at Oral Roberts, you little magical stick figure.
Hey, but it was a collective effort for the Lobos, though. You had 4 players in double figures. Jamal Mashburn Jr. went off 24 and 7, 2 assists. Udezi, the big man, double-double. That's how you win. That's how the Lobos win. When you have him with double-doubles, and then you have House and Mashburn doing what they do, that's the formula for the Lobos to win.
Unbeaten this year in non-conference games. That's pretty impressive. Every single team they played that's not in the Mountain West, they have disposed of.
I think by putting Oral Roberts on the schedule, because I only had what, 2 losses?
Yeah,
they had 3 losses. They were 13 and 3.
4 now.
Putting them on the schedule, that's going to help the Lobos at the end of the year when it comes to the tournament.
Correct.
Strength of schedule. That's gonna factor in. So that's a good addition to the schedule.
Of course, we want the Rio Grande rivalry back,
right?
And we will get it eventually. Behave yourself, Lobo and Aggie fans. Don't make this worse for everybody. But the Rio Grande rivalry will be back. But as far as being a substitute for the Battle of I-25, whipping up on Oral Roberts and home, that's pretty close.
Right.
That's a pretty close silver medal. I ain't mad at that.
Well, I think Oral Roberts players had a bit of trouble with the altitude.
Sure.
And they were just going down. They just couldn't handle it. Especially that tall guy, 7'5". Do you know how much oxygen he needs?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how much thinner the air is up there?
Yeah. He got all the altitude.
Yeah.
So
he might as well be on top of the Sandias.
and then
the 10-3 restaurant. That's where his head was at. In
and
the
a
pit.
player you didn't mention was Dent.
Right.
You know, he had 2 steals and scored like within 15 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
He was the defensive player.
He's going to be an impressive guy. They're going to give him minutes throughout the year, no matter what. But he's in the unfortunate position to be stuck behind Jalen House and Jamal Mashburn Jr.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be a stud when it's his turn.
You got to give Josiah his props too. 15 points, 13 rebounds. That's huge.
Yep. And they finally got a win with Sebastian Forsling on the bench. Because to me, that's the key to their 2 losses.
That's the key.
Sebastian, the Swedish street ball Forsling. And hey, it's okay if he only plays 4 minutes. Those are 4 quality minutes for my boy. Get a rebound, get a block, look good doing it, and collect them W's. That's the Sebastian Forsling way right there. I'll tell you what.
Let's get this. Let's get another win streak going right here.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we got to get another one going.
And the Lobos did it with only 8 players getting minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah. I mean, and watching the flow again, we have so much damn fun at Howie's on Monday. If you haven't been there, come join us. We have so much fun on Howie's that we don't pay like 100% attention to the games we're watching. But from what I noticed in my background watching of this Lobos game is they controlled the game the whole time. It seems like they were always 5 to 10 points up.
Right.
They controlled the pace of the game. They got the shots they wanted. They had Oral Roberts up on the ropes the whole game. And it was a dominant performance at the pit.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Yes. Good bounce back. Now let's go back to the Mountain West schedule and handle business.
Yes.
So Oral Roberts was only ahead a couple of times.
Yeah, one was real early. I know we jumped out, but they kind of closed it. I want to say they went up like 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, it was a dominant performance by your UNM Lobo basketball team, Albuquerque, and it was fun to watch. And it's good to get back off the schneid. Like, you don't look.
Can you say that on the radio?
Schneid. You guys got so mad at me earlier in the season when I tried to be the voice of reason and tell you that these boys are going to take a couple L's throughout the year.
Okay, so we got your L's out of the way.
Okay.
That's it. We're done.
Away at Fresno State, that's a bad one. They're way better than Fresno State. Conference game on the road, blah, blah, blah. It was close. Couple shots, couple bounces go their way. That's another win. Sell out, and you lose at home in front of UNLV when the alumni are in town. Not a good loss. But look, your Lobos are 15-2.
Yes.
Support your boys. Get out there on January 17th. And by the way, starting tomorrow, we'll be giving away Lobo tickets to the January 17th home game against San Jose State, as we'll be there hanging out and having fun. And listen up tomorrow for your chance to get some free Lobo basketball tickets for the January 17th home game against San Jose State. You kind of know that Mash and House are going to get theirs no matter what. Mashburn, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 24 points. Jalen House, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 15 points. But it's all the pieces around them that really matters.
I got to throw the big man in there.
Okay.
Because I feel like he's a walking double-double.
Boom.
Udezi's there. I think those 3, you could always put it down what they're going to do. And then it's the other players that really takes it over. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, they help them gel as a team. Alec and Udezi, both with double-doubles last night at the Pit. If they're handling business.
If Alec plays like that,
yeah,
it's over. You have 2 big men with double-doubles. That's hard to beat, especially with the backcourt that the Lobos have.
And they were playing their game the whole time, and they didn't need some of the role players to really step up. The starters got significant minutes, and then you had KJ Jenkins and Donovan Dent coming off the bench and, providing some good support, getting some breathers for your big 4. And it's just a great win.
Much needed. Get that confidence back.
We're going to hit on a sports adjacent topic when we get back, as people need to just trust experts from now on. Why don't you just trust the experts in your field? I would appreciate that.
Nobody does that.
Very much everybody.
Nobody does that.
I got the internet access and I have Google.
Exactly.
Robert, I know just as much as this doctor. Sports and sports adjacent content when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
Does your car sound like this? The tow trucks stop you at stoplights and ask you if you need help. Get to Malloy Jeep in Los Lunas during the Start Something New sales event and start driving something cool. You want to be cool, right? MalloyJeep.com.
We're taking a look at traffic right now. Westbound on I-40, you're going to run into congestion as you approach the interchange. That's going to last until Coors. Watch yourself going through there this afternoon. I-25 headed south, Osuna to Comanche. That's a slow go. Also congestion westbound Paseo between I-25 and Coors. Think about your pets on those cold winter nights. Clark's Pet Emporium does, with supplies like custom dog houses, heated water bowls and beds, and a huge selection of coats and sweaters. Clark's Pet Emporium on Lomas, west of San Mateo, Manal at Juan Tabo, and at clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Shop in store or online at AmericanHome.com. They guarantee you'll pay less. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home. It's a wild card weekend on the Sports Animal.
Naheem Hines, 96 yards!
This Sunday, the Sports Animal has all 3 wild card games. Miami at Buffalo, the Giants at the Vikings, and Baltimore at Cincinnati.
Throws the ball. The ball comes out. Recovered for a touchdown.
Your home for the NFL and the ABQ is 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you ordered a new air filter for your car. You try to install it, but it doesn't fit. So you take a little bit off the sides. Well, still doesn't fit? Well, you could try to sit on it. Or just go to eBay Motors and get it right the first time. With over 122 million parts, they have the parts that fit your vehicle. Air filters, tires, headlights, brakes, and more. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never thought I'd care about gardening until I bought a house in the suburbs. But now I find myself in conversations about liquid fertilizer, and I wonder, am I the fertilizer guy now? No way. Everyone knows the ratio between phosphorus and nitrogen, right? Yeah, I'm still totally cool.
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
When you finally marry the woman who's been by your side for a while, you know what one of the coolest things is? Instead of introducing her to friends as my girlfriend, now you get to say, I'd like you to meet my wife. She's right next to you, her arm in yours. You always feel like $1 million when she's with you. Everywhere you go, you introduce her as your girlfriend. Now, though, with that diamond from John Thomas Jewelers on her finger and your beautiful wedding behind you, you introduce her as my wife. You love saying that, and she loves hearing it. Gentlemen, I'm John Thomas. I say no more of that, my girlfriend. From now on, I'd like you to meet my wife. Come see us at John Thomas Jewelers for her diamond that makes the transformation complete. And be sure to stop in after the wedding and introduce us to your wife. Visit us on the 3rd floor of the Lewis University Building on Louisiana, 1 block south of Menal.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. After you've been hurt in a car wreck, you wouldn't want to settle for getting half your car fixed. So why would you settle for getting half a check? The insurance companies have teams of adjusters and lawyers, and their sole job is to pay you as little as possible for your case. In a wreck, need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys today. We'll work hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't be a victim twice. Call us at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Lerner and Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014. Dear winter, Toyota's got 20 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's more than any other auto brand. From winter-ready SUVs like Highlander and RAV4 to steady sedans like the Camry all-wheel drive, Corolla hybrid all-wheel drive, and the all-new Crown. Plus rugged trucks like Tacoma and Tundra. We're ready. Yours, Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Based on manufacturer's websites as of 11/21/22.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Being human is sometimes hard. 988 is a free 24/7 confidential lifeline for you or if someone you know is experiencing emotional distress or worried about alcohol or drug use. Call, text, or chat 988 to be connected to compassionate professionals who will listen and help you find local resources. Hope is 3 numbers away for all of us. Learn more at 988nm.org.
Hey, did you know that January 15th is the last day to enroll for health insurance for coverage in 2023? And since health insurance is now literally more affordable than ever, low-cost or even no-cost health insurance for you and your family is more affordable than you've ever thought. Let the friendly and knowledgeable team at Be Well NM guide you through the process. Our services are absolutely free, but you have to enroll before the January 15th deadline for coverage in 2023. Visit BeWellNM.com today.
Are you amped?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro. The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. You listen to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. Little teaser for you, but we're going to announce a big partnership coming up here. It's going to be a special 3-month partnership, Bob. You know, we got so many partners and friends in the community and friends of the show, but we got a special one coming up, and I'm really excited to announce. So stay tuned for that.
So you're going to make us wait.
The end result might be Van in a Speedo.
Oh, no.
So that can either be really good or really bad.
I need to back out of this one, Bob.
Yeah. I'm reaching for my sunglasses now.
We'll give you more information when that comes out. Also, some more information coming out soon for our current partners and sponsors. So stay tuned. A lot of cool stuff happening in the Albuquerque and surrounding area community. Some cool things, uncool things that are happening. There's another scary moment as Old Dominion's Emo Essien collapsed during a play on Saturday, but was able to get up and walk off the court throughout the entirety of the incident. And I mean, this just has Damar Hamlin written all over it, right?
Yeah, we're on high alert now.
God,
like, it's like a form of PTSD.
Yeah, and it keeps coming back.
Yeah. The good thing is, he didn't lose consciousness. He did get up and walk off the court, but it's the optics of him passing out.
Yes. And it's so fresh on our minds of seeing Damar Hamlin that, I mean, it didn't look as bad. And he was still like moving around. It's like he wasn't, completely catatonic. Medical health professionals said that he was responsive on the court, never went unconscious. But it just keeps getting scarier and scarier out there when we see these. I mean, we've said it before. I'll say it again. The trauma of seeing Damar Hamlin.
Right.
Like that's the most concerned I've ever been for the health of a stranger.
Right.
Is you don't want to see something bad like that happen to somebody.
And then just the reactions of all the players on the field. That, to me, that's what got me. Because you really couldn't see Hamlin himself after, he passed out. But it was everyone else's reaction that got me alerted.
Yeah, and this was very worrisome too, because all these kids are sports fans. All these kids are NFL fans. They all saw this. I mean, less than a week ago. It would have been 5 days at that point.
Right.
So they had that fresh in their head, and they see their brother go down in the same manner. Like, that is so hard to deal with.
It's too much.
But you thought that was bad.
Speaking of too much,
just wait for the response, as another incident will bring out the absolute loonies.
It's like they wait on this stuff.
It's insane to me. It just is absolute insane to me. NFL lineman DeMarcus Walker took the red pill on the COVID garbage. Red Voice Media tweeted a story about the incident, and DeMarcus Walker, in his medical expertise, his years and years of training on worldwide pandemics, he said, it gotta be these vaccines.
This is what he shared the story.
That's what Wayne wants to talk about.
Shared the story on Twitter, and that's what he said.
I didn't catch that, Bob. We got a friend of the show on the line.
Yes, Wayne.
Wayne, friend of the show, frequent contributor. What's on your mind, Wayne?
Yes, I'm hearing throughout what Damian Walker says. It's becoming more and more mainstream that people are really questioning the fact that it might be the booster shot that's causing it. I'm not saying it's COVID, but I'm not saying it's not COVID. Like, we don't know the results, right? We don't know. We're all the guinea pigs when it comes to this vaccine. So there still definitely needs to be a lot more proof than a few people collapsing. I mean, it could even be with athletes. It could be different medicine or steroids and things that they're taking to help them. Maybe some weird goat pill or something, or horse pills or something. You don't know, but I still think it's definitely something to open your eyes to, and not turn a blind eye to it, but not be completely a conspiracy theorist and believe that's the end all be all to that answer. But yeah, there was a news anchor at Canada that boasted that she just got the booster shot and on her live show, she passed out on air after boasting about getting the booster. I'm not saying that was the case, but there's also it feeds into that paranoia with that. But yeah, when you start seeing athletes people that are top notch and healthy passing out, you either question what PEDs are they taking or what else is causing that. And that brings up speculation for other conspiracies to pop up. But it's definitely something to keep our eyes open for and not turn a blind eye to it, but definitely not feed into the conspiracies.
Hey, thanks for that, Wayne. Great call. And I mean, you just led right into the conversation that myself and Robert were going to have. So yeah, again, thanks for the hot take and the great call. Every single incident that happens, and I'm not talking about sports, I'm not talking about COVID, you got to look at it as a giant data set extrapolated over way more numbers. Like, what about the Reggie Lewis stuff? Like, there were reasons behind that. Lynn Bias stuff, reasons behind that. Like, Damar Hamlin eventually will learn the reasons behind that. I mean, these incidents happen all the time where players collapse on the court. It's usually an oxygen thing. It's a blood pressure thing. So immediately jumping to conspiracy theories when two of these things happen in a week, when this has been happening over and over and over and over again throughout the history of sports, and not just sports, real life. How many times have you been at the gas station, the Walmarts, the Arby's, and there's EMS there because somebody passed out? And it could be any number of reasons,
from blood pressure to anything.
Yeah. I mean, and Wayne brought up a good point. Maybe they have allergic reaction to medication. Maybe they're dipping the toe into the PEDs a little bit. It could be any number of things. His doctor might have prescribed him the wrong medication for the flu. It could be any number of things. But like immediately jumping to it's the COVID vaccines.
Well, there's two reasons for that.
Okay, go ahead.
One, jumping to that conclusion is probably the only exercise they get.
Ah, nice. Very nice.
And number two, conspiracy theories are just so much more fun than reality.
Oh, Bob, you nailed it right there. And a lot of these conspiracy theorists, if you can't see us on YouTube Live or Facebook Live right now, I am pointing at myself with both hands because I love a good conspiracy theory for entertainment.
Right.
But in real life, I love conspiracies and I love when they get exposed. Okay.
So,
yes.
So here's how I feel about this. This is dangerous.
It is dangerous.
This is dangerous. This used to be back in the day. This used to be fun and a thing you can talk about and, maybe throw jabs and jokes and ribs at. January the 6th changed all of this.
Sure.
We can't be doing this. You can't do it. No two people are the same. You don't know someone's genetic makeup. You don't know their medical background or anything. To just throw that out there, this is how stuff turns into January the 6th. We have not learned our lesson. People are continuing to do this harmful stuff. This is way more harmful than anything because this is, like you said, you know how many people have passed out during games that you don't know about?
Sure.
Now we live in the age of the internet. Everyone has a phone. Everyone records. So all of this stuff's getting uploaded. The first thing people are talking about are the vaccines. And these are the same people who didn't trust the vaccines when they came out. So this is going to continue.
But
go ahead.
You nailed it in passing. We're only like, 10, 15 years into having all this access to the internet.
Right.
And that's the game changer.
Yep.
Sure.
It is.
Because, who is it? I forget the exact quote, but a lie will travel around the world 1,000 times before the truth gets out the door.
Correct.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah,
Yep.
that's a great analogy. And you're alluding to the fact that the internet being such a marvel of technology, you have access to all of the information in the history of the world. But
And
there's a
lies.
caveat.
Yeah.
You also have access to all of the misinformation
And
in the
lies.
history of the world.
And sabotage.
And lies and sabotage and purposeful.
And on top of that, people are forgetting if you have a following, what you say is basically taken as gospel.
Sure.
And that's what's happening. And that's the messed up part about all of this.
100%. I couldn't agree with you anymore. And you gave the example of the misinformation leading up to January 6th.
Right.
If people had to fact check and really prove their points and all of these weird conspiracy theories, QAnon, election stop the steal stuff, if there was any evidence whatsoever, I would jump on it and I would cover it. Like, I think that's important stuff. If any of that is true,
right.
If any of that is close to being true, it's worth the optic. It's worth the audio, but it's not any close to being true. And so many people were duped. They were duped into storming their own Capitol building, trying to overthrow their own democracy, which we've spent decades, some good, some bad, naturally. Let's take this with a grain of salt, spreading democracy throughout the whole world and empowering people and enriching their lives, by force of military and economic policies, but it's still better.
Yeah.
Still better. So all this misinformation, like, you're seeing it.
Yeah.
It gotta be these vaccines. It's as simple as that in his head, that he just sees a kid collapse on court, doesn't know his medical history, doesn't know his family's medical history, doesn't know what he's going through right now, doesn't know what altitude he's in, doesn't know if he had a way too salty steak for lunch and his blood pressure's up, doesn't know if he's had breathing problems and can't circulate oxygen into his veins right now. There's thousands of possible scenarios.
Yeah, like getting hit hard in the chest, right at the heart.
Sure. Yeah.
No,
any number of things could have led to this. But when you jump to it gotta be these vaccines,
that's my exercise.
That shows not only a level of scientific literacy, that is literal literacy.
Just common sense.
You gotta
yes.
It is scary how bad modern humans are.
Well, yeah.
At deciphering misinformation. It is scary.
Because we want it now. There's no, I don't research.
Yeah.
No, now.
You want me to go to you want me to go to school for a decade?
No, I need it now.
Work my ass off to learn this one subject to be a specialist? No. Let's just go with what I feel.
Yeah.
And then I'll search the internet for stuff that backs up what I thought already.
Yep.
That's not how deciphering misinformation works. That's not how you learn about a subject. You don't just say, hey, got to be these vaccines. Click, 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 click. Look at this article I found that somehow magically backs up everything I was just saying. Pray for this young man. Hope that it doesn't lead to more incidents like this. This kid is lucky that he didn't have it as bad as Damar Hamlin. And, thanks for all the thoughts and prayers for Damar Hamlin, made the magical return to life in less than a week. Let's hope it's even easier for this young man and this never happens to him again. Don't spread stupid conspiracy theories. You know how many people got sick because of all of Aaron Rodgers' garbage? All of his fanboys in Wisconsin. I guarantee you there's a small handful of people, because Aaron Rodgers was hesitant about the vaccine, didn't get the vaccine, got COVID, had a comorbidity, made him sicker, and passed away because of misinformation. This really happens. Please, for the love of God, world, stop doing this. The varsity of people I trust when I get back. How perfect was that to
right on time.
Lead in? Oh, my goodness. All right. The I-9 varsity of people I trust when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Telling it like it is.
This is what we talked about. I thought they'd win. But Aaron Rodgers, third straight year, not only lost at home, lost as a favorite, and was outplayed in the fourth quarter at Lambeau. Look at the numbers. It's time for a grown-up conversation.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
What does it feel like to file with TaxSlayer and get your guaranteed maximum refund? It feels like the last level of a video game, facing off against the final boss who stands between you and your refund.
All your refund has belonged to me.
Using the power of TaxSlayer like a secret power-up he doesn't see coming.
Only the most tax confident can defeat me.
Throwing your laptop at his video game face and watching him crumble into a giant pile of shiny coin tax refunds.
Oh, not fair. You use TaxSlayer.
Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Let me guess. Unknown caller? You could reduce the number of unwanted calls and emails with online privacy protection. The latest innovation from Discover will help regularly remove your personal info, like your name and address, from 10 popular people search websites that could sell your data. And we'll do it for free. Activate in the Discover app. See terms and learn more at discover.com/online privacy protection.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride. Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk. I would sleep upright with more pillows. But that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill in the morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Okay, we're in the thick of it now. It's winter, it's colder, and that means it's the perfect time to use your dream style stove or fireplace insert. What's that? You still don't have one? Well, now's the time to heat up 2023 with Dream Style's gas, wood, or pellet stoves and fireplace inserts. From names like Enviro, Blaze King, Cozy Heat, and Lopi. Dream Style makes it simple with $850 off select models and easy financing with 12 months, no interest, no payments, or low monthly payments. But as with most things in life, this is not going to last for long. Go see them today. The Heat Up 2023 sale ends January 31st. And don't forget about the tax credits. You'll get up to 22% federal tax credit on qualifying stoves and inserts. With that kind of deal, I'd put a fireplace in every room of my house, even the front yard. I know it doesn't make sense, but I would do it anyway, because I could. Dream Style delivers statewide, and you can check it all out in either of their amazing showrooms at 1420 Renaissance across from Sam's Club or in Santa Fe at DeVargas Center. Come on, heat up your 2023 with a stove or fireplace insert from Dream Style Remodeling.
The Jim Rome Show.
I love the game, but I don't play the game.
Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Ooh, crank it, Bob. Is this you on guitar right here? I never heard this one before. I could have swore this was you.
No, I never played any of the string instruments.
Not string instruments? You're a woodwind guy?
Trumpet, a little clarinet.
Okay.
Piano,
There we go. All right.
A little accordion.
Getting sexy at the Walpo residence.
Yeah.
Bust out that saxophone.
No, not saxophone.
Just trumpet. Trumpet,
Trumpet
clarinet.
mainly.
Okay.
A little bit of clarinet.
Can you play Careless Whisper on the trumpet?
I don't know. Hum a little bit of it.
505-246-0610.
Actually, I can't play trumpet anymore. I was in a car accident shortly after high school.
Oh, my goodness.
And I bit my lower lip in half.
Oh, my goodness.
And you need your lower lip for control on the
I've
trumpet.
heard.
Yeah. So.
Oh, my. Sorry to hear that, Bob.
Yeah. So was I.
But clarinet you can, though, because you got to stick that thing like halfway in your mouth.
Yeah, but you still need some control.
Okay. 505-246-0610. We open up the phone lines. We let the friends of the show on. And Bob, in is just the peak judgment of his life. Led on OG friend of the show, Lenny, with some hot takes. What's happening, Lenny?
Passed out playing basketball. Did the gentleman pass out playing basketball? Did he just pass out, or did he have a heart issue?
Well, the results are inconclusive right now. There's going to be more info coming out. He passed out, and he was never unresponsive, so he is never unconscious.
A lot of players that pass out, and I have family members that are in the medical field, pass out due to their electrolytes to be off.
Sure.
They could be dehydrated. They didn't eat enough. The last two basketball players who died on the court, you remember Hank Gathers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From Loyola Marymount, and then Erin Fournier, he was from France, watched his father die on the court playing pro in France.
My goodness. Yeah, I mean, it could be any number of things, like you said, Lenny, but what service does it do to the common good to immediately jump to a conspiracy theory and help?
It's not. These people, look, I've gotten 5 vaccines. I haven't grown a 6th toe, a third eye to look like Doctor Strange. My package hasn't gotten any bigger to view porn movies. Stop with all of these conspiracies that it's the vaccine. If you don't want to take the vaccine, don't. But that's on you. But 99% of the people that have taken the vaccine, I don't know anyone that has developed a complication from it.
The numbers are so insanely rare.
Right.
It's not even close. And I don't mind telling.
Unless you're allergic to whatever in the vaccine, then that's different. But let's just move on. The kid's fine.
Yeah.
Hamlin survived the tragedy that he had gone through. He's back in Buffalo, and hopefully we never see that again. The odds of that happening was he had a 5 millisecond window to get hit between a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds of that happening? 5 milliseconds.
If that is the common consensus why it happened, like the odds are astronomical.
Right.
And that usually only happens in baseball, cricket, hockey. You remember when Chris Chelios in the 98 playoffs, he was 23, got hit in the chest, got up, fell to the ice, his heart stopped, and he went on and played another 14 years of hockey.
Yeah.
So let's just move on to this weekend. And last night, I think if they redid the movie Rudy, Stetson Bennett's the character. From walk-on to 2-time defending champion, 5'9", $190 soaking wet, who learns and knows a pro-style offense, but is the 11th rated prospect coming into this year's draft for quarterback.
Yeah, not 11th rated prospect, 11th rated quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, 11th rated quarterback prospect.
Yeah.
That's what they have him rated today. But yet he knows the pro-style offense and the jargon and can make every pass. But if you remember, Drew Brees didn't have a strong arm coming out of Purdue. And he's 6 foot on a good day and was what, 210? So give the kid a chance. He might be better than you think. And congratulations to Dak Prescott. Putting it all on the line, stunk up the stadium. And this weekend, they're going to be 1-10 in Tampa.
I haven't made my official prediction yet, Lenny. I'm going to save that for Friday, but I am leaning towards you, my friend.
And then I think Lovie Smith knew he was getting fired.
Yeah. Sure.
Regardless of the outcome, and then said, you know what? I'm getting fired. You're not going to get the number 1 draft pick. I'm going for 2.
I love it.
Love every second of it.
And he stuck it to the man. Because why are you getting rid of 2, and now you're getting rid of 2 African-American coaches 2 years in a row? In your right mind, if you want to be a coach, who wants to go to the dumpster fire in Houston to be a coach?
Don't forget what the McNair family said about the players.
Very true.
Yeah, but still, you've gotten 2 African-American coaches, one who was kind of, newer to coaching as a head coach, and then Lovie Smith, and you give the man a year. You had Davis Miller as your quarterback. I would have rather had Buck D as the quarterback.
Same.
Okay, I'm serious.
Very true.
The team was who did they? Could you name 2 players on the offense on that team?
only because of fantasy football.
I couldn't even do it with fantasy
Okay, but
football. I
outside-
couldn't do it with it.
Okay, but I mean, and then you just get rid of him. So I think Lovie Smith stuck it to him. And then the coach for the Chargers, another pure idiot.
Thank you.
Let's play all of our starters, even though we know what position we're in for the playoffs. Oh, and then don't worry if Mike Williams gets hurt
Right.
It's
and
so
gets
dumb.
carted off the field for a game that meant nothing. Don't save all your players for next week against a team that beat you already once in the regular season.
And the reason why
Let's
they
go
beat him,
Denver.
one of the reasons why they beat him was because everyone was hurt.
Yes.
Right, and we don't know if Williams is going to be back.
They said he was
And
okay,
Keenan Allen's
but
a two-
we don't know.
but no one should have played.
Correct.
Chase Daniels and the AARP crew should have all come out there on the field. Everyone 35 and above, they should have thrown out there. Let them all play. You know, you got your insurance from the NFL. You got your return. Go out there and play. Enjoy yourself. You know, whatever happens, so what? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to read a book. You know, I'm going to get the signal calling to the water boy, and I'm moving on until next week.
Exactly.
Why else would you have played that game?
To
And then
stick
the
it to the
games that
Broncos,
mattered.
who ended up
I mean, look
beating
at
you
the
fair and
Giants.
square.
All right, the Giants played nobody.
They did
Who
it right.
The Giants play,
Yeah.
and they almost beat Philly, who Philly played all their starters. And the Giants played, you know, I think they played 2 season ticket holders and some guys that are serving popcorn up in the top.
It's talent.
That's how you're supposed to do a game that's meaningless. I'm making, you know, it sounds stupid. I'm making stupid jokes, but you're putting players' health on the line for nothing.
You're putting your own
That
job
makes you
on
a
the
bad
line.
coach.
If Charger fan and Charger front office wasn't sick of him already, they are now.
And I'm livid. And they still should fire him when the season's over, even though he made the playoffs.
Very true.
Justin Herbert got into the playoffs, not him.
No, that's true. But he ruined them getting into the playoffs last year where, 4 games going for the 2 points, going for the touchdown instead of a field goal?
Yep.
And the ironic part this year is their field goal kicker led the league in field goal percentage with almost 96%.
Spooky.
So, I mean, I don't know what is in these players' head. And lastly, the Mets, don't worry about you losing Correa because of the simple fact it's not your money. And they would have paid Correa $25 million, and because the new rule is the Steve Cohen tax, they would have paid 90% tax on that for being over the artificial salary cap they have. So they would have been paying him $47 million a year. They have a very good rookie in Brett Beatty, and they have a good veteran at third base. Move on. Make a trade if you need one. Korea's never going to win a World Series with the Twins. But he gets his money. Congratulations.
You got some money. It cost him $150 million in the span of a couple of weeks. Lenny, thank you for the call. Appreciate you. Thanks for being a friend of the show. And I know we'll be talking again soon.
Have a good one.
Well, there goes Lenny again. Always being correct or correct adjacent.
Nothing but the truth.
Yep. And money doesn't matter when you got Steve Cohen money. When the luxury tax is fake anyways, just buy your players. Why do you care? Why do you care if you're going to spend $500 million on your salary every year?
Right.
Why do you care that one guy's got a hurt ankle? Oh, the x-rays came back and he's got a hurt ankle. So what? People get hurt every year. Somebody on that team, not named Carlos Correa, will get hurt this year.
It's got to be something more than that. It has to be. Okay, like you said, I know why the Giants did it. They're not whatever. The Mets, though, come on. You need it. You need him. I don't get it. I don't know. It's got to be something they're not talking about.
If you're trying to be the Kings of New York, the only way they can do it is spend all that money.
That's it.
Buy your playoff run. Anything could happen in the playoffs, but you can buy yourself there. That is 100% for sure. One more segment when we get back. Let's wrap it up with a little potpourri. Oh, wait, we didn't do the varsity.
We didn't do the varsity.
All right, we're going to end traditional with the traditional I-9 varsity when we get back. You're listening to 2 Men On 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with a CBS Sports Minute. Georgia's 65-7 win over TCU gave the College Football Playoff Committee a lot to think about. When you pair that with UGA's 49-3 season opening win over Oregon, tells an interesting story. Is the SEC that far ahead of everyone else? And if so, will that inform the committee's thinking moving forward? Committee wouldn't let in a 2-loss Alabama this year, but don't be surprised if an SEC powerhouse gets the benefit of the doubt next time around. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Meet Joe A,
Hi.
Joe B,
Hello.
and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect, support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Get back to business and start the year strong with an HP printer from Staples, like the HP LaserJet MFP M234 SDWE printer. This compact multifunction printer features blazing fast print speeds. It's the fastest two-sided printer in its class. Plus, with the HP Smart app, you can print, scan, and copy from anywhere. And Staples has the best deals on a full range of HP printers. Right now, save up to $100 on the HP LaserJet. But hurry, this offer is good this week only. Offer good in-store and online. Ends 1/14.
An old furnace is more likely to give out, and it could be on a cold winter night. Daniels offers furnace inspections and specializes in furnace repair, replacements, and new installs, offering a wide variety of high-efficiency heating solutions. Daniels, keeping your family cozy and comfortable this winter. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction for plumbing, heating, cooling, and AC, plus free estimates on replacements and installs. 505-898-8860.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Introducing the next-gen Acura Integra, featuring an available 6-speed manual transmission, a VTEC turbo engine, and available ELS Studio 3D audio system.
I'm legendary.
And its most important feature, you. The next-gen Acura Integra. Your turn.
Test drive your new Acura today at Montano Acura, west off I-25 in Albuquerque.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
New Mexico's Sports Authority, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Welcome back to the program. Speaking of the program, hell of a program today. Thanks for stepping up, Bob.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good job today, my friend.
It's fun.
Robert, it was nice having you sitting across from me instead of behind the glass.
Hey, this is kind of weird now. I hadn't done this in a couple months, huh?
How is the production going? You feel like it's like night and day?
What do you mean?
You in the zone now? You
oh yeah,
got your sea legs?
Yeah. I just now I need to go to Boss Man and make some musical changes.
Okay.
I had to get comfortable first. You can't be going in making demands.
Yeah.
You can't
good
go
point.
making changes and you don't know how to do anything fully.
On today's I-9 Varsity, by the way, if you don't know what the Varsity is, we randomly pick a topic throughout the program and we do our varsity. It's what we call our varsity. You might call it your top 5, your Rushmore, your totem pole, but we pick our favorites in whatever subject that we randomly select throughout the program. And we're running out of time, so let's go fast on this. Today's I-9 Varsity, due to our quarterback playoff trust rankings, We're going to say people we trust.
Got you.
Okay. And I'm not going to do my personal life because anyone that I keep close to me, I trust. So if you're a friend in real life, friend of the show, and you're close, I trust you, brother.
Yeah. Don't get offended if you're not named.
Correct.
That's basically what he's saying. Same for me.
My lead.
One caveat to that.
What's that?
You remember what a certain group of people say, shall we say? Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
I don't subscribe to that. I don't want. I don't want anything to do with my enemies.
Stay away
What are you
from
talking
me.
about? I ain't got time for that, Bob.
Okay, sorry.
My leadoff hitter is going to be Tom Hanks.
Oh, okay.
He's like the sweetest, most wholesome guy until he played Elvis's manager.
Yes.
He's never played a bad guy his whole life.
I hated him in
when
that
this QAnon blood drinking stuff came out and they tried to name Tom Hanks as one of the people in the Illuminati lizard person blood libel weird stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, why not somebody believable like Jeremy Piven? Like you're gonna go straight to Tom Hanks? Get out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on the same level. I'm gonna say Denzel Washington.
Good answer.
I trust him.
Good answer.
Don't know the guy from A Can of Corn, but I feel like I can trust him.
Okay. Hitting right behind Tom Hanks is the people I trust. And we only got a couple minutes. We're up against it. So I'm going to go with the legend. And by the way, he's on channel 5.5 at 9 o'clock every morning. One Mr. Bob Ross. I feel like I could trust him with my soul. Just set my soul on a little fluffy Bob Ross afro pillow.
Okay.
And it'll be safe.
All right. So I'm going to say
2 minutes.
Local legend, Mr. Balloon Fiesta himself, Steve Stucker.
Ooh.
I trust him. I feel very warm inside when I turn on the TV and I see him. I'm like, I trust this guy.
Got all the pins and the cute hats and all the puppies, and he's just doing nice stuff all the time.
Yeah, I trust him.
Shout out to my mother, friend of the show, Sandra K. Nunley. Always been crushing on Steve Stucker.
Really?
Van Senior, watch out.
You got to make that happen.
Steve Stucker's coming for you.
You got to make that meetup happen.
I'm scared to.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go with the recently deceased legend, Alex Trebek.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Alex Trebek would do me wrong. I think I could trust Alex Trebek with any secret, anything going on in my life. I think he's that dude.
I'm going to go with Betty White.
Smart.
Just
so
love her.
good.
She will never steer me the wrong way.
So good. I got a weird one for you right here.
Okay.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama.
Oh, you stuck one from me. You took one from me.
I took one from you?
But I got to replace it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't know why.
It's everything.
It's just her vibe and everything.
Everything.
It's just she seems like sit down right next to me.
Yeah.
Come here, Bubba. Let's talk it out.
Or if you're messing up, come here now, baby. Let me tell you where you're messing up.
Uh-huh.
Don't do this again.
I don't know why. Is it like young Maya Angelou vibes?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, what am I getting from her that I think I could just trust her completely? And by the way, be wary of wives of politicians. I don't think maybe I shouldn't trust Michelle Obama, but I just feel like I can.
You do.
Just feel like I can.
All right. So since you took her, I'm going to go with Viola Davis.
Ooh, excellent answer.
Oh, I trust that woman.
Okay,
I follow her on IG. She's very funny, uplifting, straightforward. Viola Davis for me.
Hell of a program today. That wraps up our I-9 varsity of people I trust, the very collapsed version. I could do this subject for an hour.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I could do this for an hour. Thank you so much for your help today, Bob. Always a pleasure when we got you in studio.
It's fun.
Fred Slow up at New Mexico Highlands today doing his thing up there. He'll be back tomorrow. Robert Buck D. Gibbs, you got some shows coming up, man.
Yeah, it's coming up. What is that? Tomorrow night, I'll be at Bourbon and Boots.
Okay.
Yep, tomorrow night.
I'll tell you what. I'll be at Bourbon and Boots tomorrow night, too.
You've been there. That's a fun environment.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Also, I'll have the runner of that show, Kay Shane, will be on the BS show tonight.
Ooh, that's
Yes.
a good lead-in.
Yes.
He's a funny guy.
Yes, he is.
Talented guy, big personality. Make sure you're checking out the opening drive tomorrow morning, Albuquerque. Great show, and then we'll see you tomorrow at 4.
We out.
January is simple to understand. Win or go home. It's a wild card weekend on the Sports Animal.
Gonna throw back inside. Ball is caught. Touchdown! Seahawks!
Saturday at 2, Geno Smith and the Seahawks head to San Francisco to face Mr. Irrelevant and the 49ers.
It is Kittle. Touchdown! San Francisco!
Your home for the NFL and the ABQ is 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
If you're looking to get a new car, you could really cut expenses by bundling your car and renter's insurance with Progressive. Sure, you love your old car, but you know it's not normal to give instructions on how to open the window. It should be self-explanatory, but it's not. And notice how when you're in other people's cars, you can feel cushion in the seats? That's pretty nice, right? No, it's just normal. So bundle your renter's and car insurance with Progressive and put the savings toward a new car. It's time. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
If you have a dog, you might be worried about your good boy being bad for your carpet. But if you had Life Proof with Pet Proof Tech,